insane. All right. Let's see what's going on in Worlds. That was a really good match, man. We were so behind early. Yeah. So Ori was saying that I suck. That, like, I'm the bad jungler or whatever. And then I ended up hard carrying them to victory. I ended up putting them on my back and Fireman carrying them to the fucking win. Stupid ass Orianna. Borderline idiotic.
New things at Worlds here as well in 2025. We have an updated.
They're just yapping.
Let's get up to speed.
Where the fuck is the game?
Over the next month of competition.
Worlds is back, and the competition.
Jesus, it's just commercial.
Here's a rapid-fire review of what you need to know. 17 teams from around the globe will face off in 3 stages.
Oh, okay, so it's about to start.
Play-in day, the 4th seed from the top 2 performing regions in MSI will battle it out in a single elimination.
Log in to start earning rewards.
This year, teams.
I have to log in, guys. Hold on. Hopefully it remember my password, because I don't remember my password.
Always face opponents.
The meta is yapping? I guess so.
Record. Secure 3 wins and you advance to the knockout stage in Shanghai.
Here, I'll change the thing. Let's watch Worlds.
From the tournament. Teams that secure 3 wins in the Swiss stage will then compete in the knockout stage in best-of-5 matches, going from quarters to semis to finals, with one team crowned world champion and earning an immortal legacy. Check out.
We're hopping in a little bit late to this game. All right, let's mute the music. Who's ready for some Worlds, chat?
Able to collect, and that actually puts the money on the Sivir as we get a convergence here towards mid lane, trying to push out the wave.
They're going to get snared up here by Wei. Looks like it is just a battle for the wave. Ona moving on.
Corki Nico versus Sivir Alistar. Yeah, they're going for farming. Yeah.
Moving these minions out of the way. And a possible fight for this dragon could ensue. First one will be a Chemtech, so not going to have to type too many forms sus in the chat this time around.
It's very interesting too, because TheShy is still topside and he has teleport.
Oh, dude, we get to watch TheShy in play?
To the wave,
what the hell?
So if they
dude, what happened in like the pro season that this is the play-in match?
Yep, we'll see.
This is crazy.
TheShy is down relatively low, but you can be pretty tricky on this Rek'Sai as Carrier
let me move my
yeah,
there we go.
Just gonna be a bit of damage as he does make his
okay,
way
so
out.
where are we at? Where are we at?
Doran here towards his bottom side.
This
both waves
they changed the UI. It looks really weird. Gumi Yusi is like such good ADC, man. Putting him on Sivir is like a crime.
All right, so
he's way too good to be put on that. I mean, it's for the team comp, but man, it's so sad to see.
Some teammates.
He's relegated to playing that.
You can see on the mini map trying to come up.
Okay, so what we got?
Finishing up the Gromp, level 6 Kiana.
This is not the champion scene solo queue. Yeah, pro play is like all about team play. It's all about team comp. It's all about those things.
Yep, there's the pulverize. Carrier going down relatively low. Another Void Rush coming on through there.
Oh man,
not enough.
Carrier just survived by like 10
HP. Now just trying
Jesus.
to walk him down. As there it is once again for Guma. Mako now in a bit of trouble.
There we go. There we go. That's why he goes Sivir. You're able to ult, run up, and then just get like an easy kill. The roaming potential on Sivir is just so huge. And you can just push waves afterwards as well. That's the reason they do it.
Went back to base. Owner stays there. That's why T1 forced that play.
Okay, so their top lane was Tank Rek'Sai, which is, you know, TheShy is one of the best top laners to ever live and ever play the game. So the fact that he has to play Tank Rek'Sai is depressing. They have he's versus Ambessa. That's a playmaker. That's a fun playmaker to watch. I hate playing against it, but it's a fun one. We got what's it called? Tank Trundle Jungle, which is a really good, like, you know, anti-dive, you know, kind of just like focused on protecting like the squishy members of the team and stuff. Really good, like stacking slows. They have multiple people with slows on their team. A lot of, like, you know, big team fight power. The other side has Kiana Jungle, who's busted. Who's absolutely busted. Elf Mage, welcome. How you doing, Elf Mage? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. We are back on regularly. Welcome, welcome. We're watching Worlds. This is the World Championship for League of Legends. And I've never really watched a pro game with you guys live, so normally I'm not allowed to. And I'm not allowed to now either. But I just don't give a fuck, and if Riot Games wants to sue my ass, they can go ahead and try. But I don't think they care too much, so we're just going to go ahead and watch it and have fun. We're going to drink some good whiskey and have a good time.
Yeah, and we'll see
Their mid lane
powerful
is
the side
Ryze
lanes
versus
are for
Talia.
them
Both
as
are
well with,
pushing.
Doran
Both are very good at roams.
testing a
Both
little
are
on
very
the
good
top
at
side.
movement. So
He's
that's
ground,
kind of
but,
like the same role,
do a
zone
fair bit of
control
work here as Wei
mage.
makes his way in.
And then, you know,
Be too much
bottom
for Doran.
is
Flash.
ADC, is AoE.
So solid little gank
You
here,
know, a
but
lot of
the
AoE
Kiana
clear,
not
a
quite
lot
getting
of
off the ground
pushing,
just
a
yet.
lot of movement.
We also haven't
Both
seen the
Corki
big moves
and both
from the Ryze or the
Gumi
Talia
on
quite
Sivir.
yet.
And
As far
their
as
support
realm warp
is
and
Alistar
making those
versus
moves to the
Nico.
side plays, but
Hard
Dragon being
CC on
started
both
out
of
is gonna
them.
draw them
Really
over.
good at team fights, both of them.
Will
Obviously,
be
one
able
for
to
tank, one for
find
mage.
TheShy, who tunnels his
I think the
way
better
out.
team comp is
Gets a
on
nice little knockup.
T1
Void
side,
Rush just
for
trying to
sure.
avoid death,
Like,
but
it's
the
not even
trample
close.
immediately catches him, and down
A lot of
will
their
go the
elements are
Rek'Sai.
similar,
Faker taking the long
but the
way
fact
around,
that,
but
you
Ora
know,
will be able to claim the kill with
T1's
his
team is a
back.
lot
And
tankier. The
Keria
fact that they can
keeping his
stack
eye on
CC
where
and
Mako
stack
is,
slows
IG going to
huge.
struggle to
The
re-engage,
only
although Keria
way that
isn't
IG
exactly
could
at full
possibly have
health.
won this, in my opinion,
Too
they're
worried
already
about it.
losing, and they're
Moves
going to
over.
lose this
Looks
game.
like T1
But
not gonna be
unless
able
something
to pick up
crazy
the
happens.
dragon here.
But the only way they could have won it is if Kiana was able to get a lot of early games. And Kiana's like clear is really, really crazy good. You can see like there's already a really strong potential. 82 versus 69 CS. And his team is behind, so it means a lot more for the jungler to have a lead. That means he shouldn't have a lead, but he does. So Kiana is a really good jungler. Kiana was their kind of win con here. So if he had gotten like, you know, really good early ganks or whatever like that, then they would have had a much higher chance of winning. But right now they have to kind of, they do have a lot of scaling. The only thing that doesn't have scaling on IG's side is Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai still has some scaling, but she's not known as a scaler, so it's not really like, you know, great for them. But the problem is T1, all of their champs scale, so it's like, all right.
Yep,
Let me some good whiskey. Woke up some not so long ago. Nice. Well, welcome, Elf Mage. You guys have any questions of what's going on in the game or my thoughts or anything? Please tell me, because I want to make this worth it for you. Because I want to watch Worlds, but like, you know, I want you guys to enjoy Worlds as well.
And yeah, the early money on Guma.
So far, it's just like a, you know, pretty expected game for the tempo and everything. Mbessa Giga skills. So like she's losing top lane right now, but she's going to end up winning that hardcore.
Execution is calling, also completed here for Doran, so in that 1v1 going to be feeling a whole lot better. Regeneration of this Rek'Sai can be pretty problematic. Going to connect here by Mako.
Wait.
Way over to the side as
He's going in real hard. He does have ult, so he does have a lot of time for
tries to go into the
tankiness.
stealth, but doesn't quite find it, and there is the pillar.
So that was a very aggressive play, man.
Joy here for T1,
I thought Keria just
really
died, but no, he's good. He survived.
And Keria, no ultimate on Alistar now, chunked out kind of low. Summoner's spell, healed.
How long until Riot Games sells that UI style for RP? I think they're already trying.
So we'll see as they then move into the
rent a UI
you know, it was a
for
small
money.
timing for Mako to try and get some deeper vision, but he wants to make a little pass towards Guma.
Yep, Guma currently about 900 gold in the lead. And this Sivir is only going to get more and more terrifying as these items start to come in.
Yeah, Sivir's going ES as their first item, so they can just like, you know, spam forever.
As Faker here towards his bottom side.
So much CDR on that. You know, so much, some good crit, some good flat 80 as well. Does it still have the mana return? I think it still has mana return. If it does, it's even better.
I was wondering, Kobe,
because Sivir's like big issue is, you know, as long as she has mana, she can push.
Tempo vibes, Atlas.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's every time you crit, you get mana back.
Not anything
Let me check that. I don't play ADC, so I don't really
take the game state out of there. You just got to think, who do I feel is in the best?
Yeah, who are you vibing with?
And right now, I feel like T1 has the vibes.
That's fair. I will also say, IG have not been a great early game team.
That might
mean that I may have misread the vibes.
So
you might be right.
So you know they're definitely used to having
I'm looking for it on the league
in early games, and that's why I'm very curious to see how the side lanes go.
It does. So basic attacks on hit restore 15 plus 10% bonus AD mana. So it's not even when you crit, it's just all the time. Holy shit, that's really good, guys. Oh my god. That's crazy strong.
I want to see if they can get
that was a change I didn't remember that they made. It used to be you would restore mana on crits.
Miko engages. We were talking about it.
So it's just flat mana restore.
Miko is actually getting chased
off. Yeah, Sivir can push forever. Cafe Cuties themed UI and announcer. Oh god. Jacka, do not give Riot Games ideas.
Rookie here as
Please.
Faker will find a whole bunch
Please,
of
they'll
rocks.
do it.
Not too worried about that rune prison.
All right.
Threaded volley not going to connect. Seismic shot hits once again.
Dude,
Faker, for the solo kill.
Faker
The
makes
rookie
it
is
look
able to
like
walk
it's a
his way out with
targeted
that
spell,
phase rush,
man.
but man,
It's
Faker is putting
insane.
down the hurt.
It was already
teasing us
like
out.
not
Let's
too
go.
hard to
Ricky was
aim
able to
because
blow
of the
Faker.
slow
Flash
on
early
the
on,
little
now
like
he's getting
minefield that
low.
Talia puts
But it
down.
looks like it is
But
just
like
gonna
he
end
nails
with
it
the
every
pressure,
fucking time.
And neither of them
Riot
fall.
should hire you. Yeah, I mean, hey, they'd make more money
But
probably,
I did get
Jacka.
very excited.
I would hate that because you give them too many good ideas that would make them too much money.
Teleport is going to come on through here as Ona takes another bite out of the turret.
Owner
He
is
running
going to
pretty
die
quickly. I
here.
just don't
He
know
is
whether it's
pushing
quite
way
going to
too
be
hard.
enough here as he's thrown
Yeah, he
into
completely
the
threw
little
that.
Otacon
He
wall
pushed
that was
without
built
vision.
before
They only
Blaze
had
able to
one
grab
ward
his
on the
first
map
of the
right
game.
there.
Oh,
So that
Ona
means he
went
didn't
back
have any
for
vision
another
on
bite,
Bane,
but
and he
then
didn't
still
have any
tried to
vision
run, so he
on
didn't finish the
River
tower
at all.
either, Atlas.
So that was
And that's gonna
that
be
was a
IG
super
both
dumb move
defend
by
their
Owner.
tower, and they should be able to get this Herald then with no Owner around. That will be their third objective for those feats that you mentioned.
How's the sound, by the way? Can you hear the announcers well?
We'll
I
see
hope
about
so.
the first tower then.
Yeah, we'll see who's going to be able to
We'll
actually
determine
pick
it.
up the feats of
Kobe's
strength.
one of my
This
goats,
Herald
so
is
everyone should hear
gone.
Kobe, the dulcet
Collected
tones
there
of
by
Kobe.
Wave. The fact that this Kiana also gets
You
the
can hear
kill
him?
is
Okay.
such a big deal, right? You need to have money on this
Excellent.
champion. And so far, able to put
Here we go.
in the wall and splash forward there from
Oh,
Rookie.
damn.
Explodes.
That was a really
Wade
good
helps
move
out,
to
so
get
he's
on
going to
Faker
get
there.
himself the assist, and IG come alive.
And that's going to guarantee the tower.
IG
because they
woke
have
up.
the Rift Herald to use. The flash from Rookie,
IG
the
woke
flash
up.
from Way. They get the kill onto Faker in the side lane, and they get
They
the
are
tower
winning objectives,
down.
which is weird
Oh,
for a
man,
team that
what
was
an
behind for most of the
incredible
early game.
Switch up when it comes to the
That's
tempo of this
crazy.
game, right? We were talking about
That
the
is
fact that all of
crazy.
these lanes are in
Now, I
control
guess,
by
like, you
T1.
know,
This shakeup could
obviously,
be massive here for IG, who get
T1 still
themselves
has
a
scaling
1.5
massively
gold
on the
lead in the
side. But it's,
process.
like I said, it's not
Side
like,
lanes,
you know,
Atlas, really
IG scales
big here,
poorly.
and we're past the 15-minute mark here, and they're taking the gold lead. In addition to taking those beats.
Oh,
Gumyushi almost
dude, Guma almost died. Oh my god.
Carrier now in trouble as well, down 50%.
He didn't even use his shield.
T1 looking like they're struggling a little bit to get back control of this game.
Well, they kind of need to
clear
grip
this
up a
way.
little
Yeah,
bit more,
honestly,
or just
Rookie in the side lane might
go
be
hard
a
for the split
problem
push.
for
But
them
it should be
here.
Mbessa's
We
split
mentioned the
pushing.
Rise was already
Mbessa's
starting
clear is
well,
so good. She's just so good
getting the
at, you know,
extra kill here,
escaping.
really ballooning
So, like, she's like
individual
one of the best
gold
split
leads,
pushers in the game right now.
they're gonna collect
Why,
the
like,
back
you
as
know,
well, but
Baker was
Hippo
splitting, and,
come
like,
on
you know,
through
everyone
here
else
as
playing is
immediately
crazy
the
to
exhaust is
me.
down onto Mako, but he has the Pop Blossom. He finds two with
Baker's
it.
gonna die here.
As there
Oh,
is the Void
good
Rush
flash,
from the
never
Shy on that back line.
If he didn't flash,
Mako
he was
that
dead.
falls down. Just one pick and trade for the Drake. Maybe that's just fine here for IG.
yeah, they get their objective.
Trading one for
Okay,
Drake is
Doran.
totally fine for IG because they got to rely on, like,
Doesn't
objectives
really
to win
want
the
too
game.
much of it as this Ambassador is
100%.
absolutely terrifying.
That's a trade you
Doran,
take
I think,
every
gonna
day.
have to be a little bit more involved in some of these fights because he has been the benefactor of a lot of these skirmishes early where he's been sitting in side lanes lapping up the gold.
Well, they might make a play right now.
Yep, as I was saying, the public execution
Okay,
is
there we
going
go.
through as the Shy goes down.
Good lockdown,
once
good
again.
win.
Carrier collects that kill
Very
somehow
smart
as
play.
Gumyushi under fire here
But it's a
in
good
the
trade.
mid lane as
It's
well.
tower
We've
for
got
tower.
backs coming
Mid
up through
tower
the
for
realm
bot
wall
tower.
is going to come down. Gumyushi
Ooh,
in
and
so
they got
much
the
trouble
ADC.
as Gala
Ooh.
going to be able to help take down this kill. Keeps himself
He knew he was
alive, and
dead.
it's another
The only
one
way
away.
they could, like,
Yeah,
not
Guma
win
down,
that
no
against
barrier,
Gumyushi
no
there
flash
and, like, not get
for
the
him
kill
or
would be if
for
they
Gala.
completely
After
misplay the
that
dive,
play,
which
the
you don't
action
expect to see at
Atlas
Worlds.
just continues and continues. Gold lead being chopped down, but of course, Carrier actually getting the last hit. You were
Is this
just
2 out of 3 or
you
is this
were
3 out of
just
5?
asking,
This match, does anyone
to
know?
get Doran here,
I have
some
no
more
clue.
money, some more involvement, and they did
I
make
think
the
Clans is
outside,
still
but
up to 5 games.
Oh dear. Mako
But I
in
don't
a little bit of
remember.
trouble here as the pillar
See,
does
this
go
is
down.
why
He's gonna have to
Trundle's really
flash,
good in
gets
this
lit on
matchup.
fire as well.
What you can do is just put the pillar
It's
down,
gonna make
and
it
you have to force
relatively
the flash. The
safely
flash is
to
the only
his
way
outer
out.
turret.
Because
I'm
after
just worried
you
about
put the
this
pillar
Kiana.
down, then,
I
like, you know,
what they can
Carrier
do
can
in
go
the
in
LPL.
and, like,
I
you
wouldn't
know,
be as worried,
stun
if
from,
I
like,
was in
half a
high
screen
leagues,
away
but
with
this
his
is a very
flash.
different
It's
beast.
pretty
2
strong.
items already completed as the Umbral Glaive is now done as well.
Yeah, and these are very cheap items. You know, they reduced the cost of Profane Hydra, made it really nice for rushing, and then Umbral.
This is one
already
reason you've seen the
pretty
rise
cheap
of
with
a
vision
lot of,
control
like,
there, too, and gives you a
assassins
nicely
in the
value
jungle.
spike, so
Is this me or is
we
this
have
them?
seen that burst burst damage really coming in handy for Wave, for IG.
The fucking command prompt popped up, and I thought it was me for a second.
Yep.
That is hilarious. That was on the Pro League broadcast, guys.
Early on in this game,
That's Worlds, boys.
a big
super professional
later on in this game. So far, the gold doesn't really mean too much, right? Between these
Riot
two
Games
squads,
showed their hacks for a second.
700 is not really anything to write home about, Kobe. That is a phrase that
that was fucking wild to see.
Long history.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
Just, teaching you about that one. As Carrier.
By the way, this is like the first pro game of League I've seen all season. I've not. I watched previous season up through MSI pretty much all of them. But like I haven't had time for the past 6 months to watch like any league. So I have no clue what's going on with any of the pro teams at all. Also LTA, which should be called LCS now, it was completely boring.
Getting pushed out here. IG with the extra members around.
Oh, Ether's wall to come on through here just for the crab. They are going to get it.
It wasn't just for the crab, it was to see if they could trap Mako. But, I mean, obviously it didn't work, but that's why he popped the ult. Talia's ult at level 11, when you get some items, is like a really short cooldown. It's like, what, like 80 seconds or something. So you can just pop that shit like crazy. Not even care.
Teleport advantage over the Shy. And they're both currently...
You basically use it to try to like cut people off and either force flashes or, you know, get an actual pick.
Other group here by Otacon. If, you know...
At least I don't think it was just for the crab.
And make that big difference, but with the Titanic Hydra rush, you know, the Shy does have very quick wave push.
Carrier is very deep, but he is tanky. Good 3-man stun.
Pulverized, but where is everybody else?
Yeah, he's way ahead of his team. Health, but the good thing is he chunked multiple of them, so they could try to force Otacon here. Perhaps the problem is they didn't really pop too much on the enemy team. All they popped was Wise ult.
So they go for the exact, you know, teleport play that we're looking for, Atlas, but IG just escaped, just walk away.
They just walked away.
Walk away
it was too early, too disjointed.
I've seen that one before.
It's an old one, but it's a good one. Yeah, it just works. Just get out of there. So now it's going to be swinging around the other way where the Shy teleport will come up earlier.
Rookie is scaling really, really well. He already has his 2 mana items completely done. So, like, I mean, ostensibly, he could pick, like, just, you know, tank items throughout the game and be completely fine pretty much. Rise still does mainly scale off mana. He does have some AP scaling, but his mana scaling is, like, the most important part. And those 2 items are done. So, I mean, he's going to build AP, but, like, he doesn't have to, because Rise is that fucking, like, I guess early game weak, mid game very, very strong. And he scales into late game pretty well as well. Hey, thank you, Elfmage. I appreciate you lurking. Hey, hope we'll see you again soon, Elfmage. You're playing a lot of indies, doing a lot of rants. Ooh, big play. Huge steal. Oh my god, that steal was crazy. This is why you pay Owner the big bucks, man. Even if they lose almost everyone on their team right now, it's not a big deal. They stole Otacon, which means they stole all those free stats.
To try and help him out, but I don't think it's going to work as he's being hunted as well. Blast Cone and Faker might be able to make it out. The teleport going to come on forward.
Faker got out. Faker got out because of the teleport. Oh my god, dude.
Comes on in and they steal the Otacon.
There you go.
But ultimately lose out on the fight.
That's fine.
Okay, so
you don't even care about the fight. You lost 2 kills and you stole Otacon, which is what, like 4,000 gold worth of stats or something crazy for the team. That's like, dude, it's insane. Okay. Otacon is the most important objective in the game.
We checked something out.
Except maybe like,
what are we looking at? Is this a test? This is a test, Atlas. I think we failed the test.
I think we failed. I think we 100% failed. If you guys saw what it was,
as a jungler, nothing tilts me more than when I'm winning the game, and then our team doesn't grip for Otacon, and like I've gotten every other objective, and we lose Otacon. And I'm like, oh my god. This game could have been free, and now it's like hard to win.
That is Soul Point here for IG. Uncontested from T1 as well as Gumayusi looking to try and trade it for this outer turret, but he's not even going to be able to collect that one. As Realm Warp comes in immediately, Rookie goes gold and a bit of a messiah.
He forced the ring out of Rookie, so Rookie couldn't do anything after he used his ult. That was actually a really good move by Carrier. Carrier saved the team fight there.
They just get the Drake for free, defend their turret, and put the pressure on T1.
Yep. Yeah, objective-wise, they're winning.
Pressure here with Dragon Soul very early on in this game.
The good thing for T1 is that it's the worst Soul.
As you said, you know,
so if they lose Soul completely, it'll only be
the beginning of that fight where they focus
away. Not the
because you know you cannot
the shield Soul, whatever it's called.
With Kiana's buffs.
So it's really not a big deal.
Monster damage and the rock cues.
Still free stats. Still helps IG a lot.
So they opt.
But Otacon was the most important objective, and they lost that.
Kiana, because Rocky's OP, and they go specifically try and push way out. They actually do not kill him. And he is able to flash away.
Oh, Kiana survived that. If Kiana died there, they would have lost the fight.
He's able to get the
IG barely was okay there.
Rookie on the top side, the Rise is able to pick up the
Dude,
extra kill here.
This is like two really good teams
and
versus
is also
each other.
going to be able to take down
Faker versus
TheShy
as players is insane to think about.
And so I think they're pretty happy with that, because now with 3 Drakes setting themselves up for a possible Dragon Soul with this nice gold
this is definitely
that they
Dragon
have
Soul
for themselves. And I mean, Rookie here,
he's a monster.
he is a monster. He did have to break his arm guard with that Realm Warp that he did
That's
earlier.
totally fine.
But maybe he can use some of that money to turn it into
He has the upgraded boots as well, so he has a lot of free magic pen.
Before there's another fight, and nobody will notice.
That helps the scaling as well.
Here, but so is Owner, as Gala is really starting to hit. He's hit that 2-item spike on this Corki. And
also, Owner, who is playing Jungle Trundle, all he has right now is Dead Man's Plate and, you know, what's it called?
This time around, as the last one was so close. Man, that could have actually changed that whole fight
the AD caster item
connected onto way.
That everyone goes in the jungle under AD.
Unfortunately.
Sundered Sky. And so, like, he's not going to do much damage, and he's not tanky at all.
Sitting in full control. And
he's going, I am poor. I am a jungler, and I am poor.
Of the tempo vibes, and that has certainly swung in favor of IG in this game.
Damn.
Going to come on through.
They're fucking, like, they've had a really good record.
Holding on quite nicely.
Rookie has many wins versus Faker.
But it's that
That's probably one of the most winning records versus Faker anyone could possibly have.
Next Infernal comes on up, and
I would say like 99% of the league pro players have a losing record versus Faker.
Possibilities on the side of this IG.
That's crazy to see, dude.
Here we go, is the all-time head-to-head record here for Rookie and Faker that we alluded to at the beginning of the show, Atlas.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Being there and casting.
I was too busy playing this dog shit game.
But this is a whole different beast.
It certainly is.
Here at World's Best of 5.
And Rookie,
Dan answers that question. It's the best of 5
just started, right? He started the second team for KT. I believe it was KT Arrows at the time, and was very dominant. Won in summer, and then was somehow unable to make it to Worlds. It's crazy how these things kind of happen. And
it's a good game of League, man. This is a good one to watch for pro play.
Then was unable to actually make it.
It's not some, like, you know,
when it came
bullshit
to
team or anything.
Until Faker just, you know, had his worst year, which was 2018, and that was when Rookie's like, it's my time to strike. And we just don't get this matchup very often at all.
This is hard to find.
Rookie just seems to figure it out.
There's some
now,
quality.
He's doing the same thing as a clone will be attacked momentarily, but not too much more is going to happen. And this Kiana is really doing some damage. 2-0-2. And Wei, he certainly has a lot of control when it comes to trying to escape the jungle of T1 and put some pressure on back the other direction. And it's a 3,000 gold lead, Kobe. This game is really starting to run away from T1.
Yeah,
they're starting to actually hardcore lose. They're like down 3,000 gold now, which, you know, is not too much in the grand scheme of things, but it is like a significant amount. They're like solidly losing the game. The problem is they've lost every objective.
Very quickly, you just create your network.
And why and how they did, I don't know, but they lost every objective.
You have all these escape routes. And some big possibilities here of IG's macro just being too much for T1. T1 going to have to focus on some fights here and winning out through their fights if they're not able to handle these lanes.
Nice little snare once again onto Carry. He takes a fair bit of damage, but he is an Alistair, so he should be okay.
There you go.
Still T1 testing, trying to find some angles, but when the pillar goes down, Gala just stands and fights. As now Carrier's in so much trouble.
Okay, he had a pop exhaust for nothing.
To make sure that Wei can't kill him, but that's going to mean reset time for the cow. And IG just holding back T1, and they can. Is this just free?
This is Soul. This is a free Soul for them.
Infernal Soul?
It's kind of. Oh, is it Infernal?
Hey,
oh shit! I read the order wrong. Infernal Soul is huge. Infernal Soul is like actually a lot of damage, bro. That is brutal.
And now T1 have to deal with even more firepower. I'm kind of gobsmacked, Kobe.
That's actually crazy.
This burst damage is going to be insane from IG. They go for the Realm Warp onto Faker.
All right, they're going to look for the angle, but he throws down the wall. That's going to be enough to get him out of there. If Scuttler does go on down here, as Gala once again dealing with this pillar. It's been placed on top of him multiple times. Hasn't really phased him too much at all. So we're seeing a bit of a fight towards the bottom side, one that TheShy is feeling pretty happy about, especially with Thornmail now completed. Yeah, it's 2 items. One of them's a black cleaver.
Nice. Okay.
Still looking like TheShy is pretty
I like how
happy.
I'm like hailing like first mid turret as some like
so much
crazy good. Like, oh baby, now we got it.
You know, the early Thornmail.
That's how far behind they are.
Back.
Jesus. Hey, you got to cheer for the small things, I guess, for Faker right now.
Set up these side waves.
Dude, what if Faker loses this, man? What if Faker is out before Worlds officially starts?
Maybe you can camp for
that would be
a Talia play or
crazy.
Because for their
that would be
side, at least Guma now does
absolutely
have the
fucking
3 items,
crazy.
you know, Infinity Edge completed here on top of Navori and the Essence Reaver for the Sivir. So the possibilities coming out there for these team fights for the future.
Yep, he's held on to that 900 gold lead the entire game. So kudos to him for that one, but
doesn't mean much at this point.
The problem is that Rookie is 3,000 gold ahead.
Exactly.
We're going to zoom on him right here towards the top side of the map. And
yeah, and he's building, you know, like he has Zonias for some safety. Like he's building smart.
And so this is huge.
Which you would expect at this
one
point.
of the series. We'll see how IG are look to finish it though, because so far the advantage here.
And now it's Baron territory. All right, this is T1 have been a bit of a
losing Baron would be really, really rough. Because, frankly, you know, besides Sivir, they don't really have that much weight clear on the
wanting to get into position, but TheShy is
T1 side.
Immediately good spell shield as the supreme display of talent.
They're just like diving in and diving in. And TheShy is a free like get out of jail free card, but he dove too deep.
That gets the better of the Rek'Sai. And TheShy may have thrown a bit of this.
Doran has a lot of scaling already, so he can like do some moves in these fights. This is a win for T1, I think. This fight is a win for T1. IG completely threw that fight. Completely threw that fight. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Just make a team fight win out of nothing.
Oh,
out of nothing? What do you mean out of nothing?
Tunnel too far from TheShy under the tower.
Yeah, the Shy saw stars in his eyes. He was like, I can win the game by killing their ADC. Dove turret and died for it.
Be a Baron.
And immediately they get to just
huge Baron. Huge Baron. I mean, that just basically saved the game for T1. They've completely equalized the gold with this. They've completely equalized the gold.
They wanted Guma too much.
Dude, that is insane.
Under the tower there, TheShy goes over, and Doran is able to peel for him. Doran's Mbessa ultimate is enough to keep Guma alive under the tower.
Oh, man. As T1 now back out onto the map with some newly found Gusto. They find themselves a 2,000 gold lead
Gusto.
now.
I haven't heard that word in a while.
Going to improve with the Rebel Baron power play coming on in.
Such a fun word.
We're going to have a look at this.
Good old Gusto.
TheShy just so deep.
Yeah, he went way too deep though.
Yeah, after
like into 3. If he was solo diving and like, you know, Guma Yusi was alone, that'd be different.
But yeah, he decided to full send under the tower, and then
dude, that was like a crazy fucking.
He's still here. He is low, but he can't add damage. So we go for the re-engage here, and Keria just pops the All-Star ultimate. He's okay kind of playing front line and soaking that re-engage from IG, and so there was nowhere for Rookie to get out.
And the aggro management was absolutely absurd. Everyone on T1 was about the same level of health bar.
Yeah, Faker got that seismic shove on 2, and so they get the
and with this, T1 can push.
This game,
very easily split.
T1 taking towers with
they're splitting with Doran right now.
Yep,
their top laner.
Their
top laner is already scaled. Just like a really strong split pusher. He's a stronger split pusher out of the 2 for sure.
Back in the favor of T1, as now they're looking for even more.
This is like a huge W for them.
Talent goes absolutely everywhere, but it doesn't do
dude, I thought
Faker,
not Faker, but I thought T1 was screwed.
They're just going to move their way back out. They're just stealing all their stuff, Kobe, and they're watching. And there it is, the public execution.
IG can't do anything in this. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. If they get on this, okay, so they can win this fight. They can turn this. They can turn this.
In an uncomfortable position. Decent knockoff.
Faker's used the CC. Nope. Okay.
Enough time to Guma to take down TheShy.
This is where the scaling came in.
Back to walking backwards once again.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. Faker just one tap for the win there.
Just come out on top, and they're going to look to put themselves 1-0 in this best of 5.
It's not done yet.
Unless Rookie can do something miraculous underneath this tower, but he's not going to be.
Rookie's doing some damage.
All 2 set up up here for Faker to take him down.
What a way
They do still have Baron buff.
Worlds 2025.
They can shove this with Baron.
This
is the first game of Worlds, and this is a banger. This is a fucking certified banger.
Tennis racket of Faker as well.
That's game.
Not gonna get thrown back this time, but the rocks will
Dude,
be enough.
there is no world where they should have fucking won this game, man. This is insane.
And it is an ace before the Nexus is taken down. T1
Dude, that is
will lead the series
crazy.
1-0.
That is absolutely crazy. What a turn, man. Holy shit. First game of Worlds.
That is on the desk. Like, what happened?
God damn.
Don't ask us.
We don't know what happened. We blinked, and then TheShy did the most TheShy thing ever, but everything was going so well.
TheShy is one of the most typical top laners of the world because, like, he is, like, peak in terms of mechanics, and then he'll do something absolutely fucking dumb where he'll, like, 3 versus 1 dive, and he's the 1, and they're the 3. In like the most key moment of the game and lose the game for it.
So far ahead in this counter, so fed, so
I
far,
do
and
this,
it just felt like all
but
I
I'm
had to
gold.
do was just play it slow,
Jesus
find the right
Christ.
angle. No, with TP behind them.
Holy shit, man.
Soul, how do you lose that game?
Well, we saw how they lost it.
Yeah.
We did
And we're
see
gonna
how
check
they
that a
like.
bit
It's
later, but
very
before we
obvious
get
how they
there,
lost
I want to
it.
talk about IG and the steps that they took to get that lead. And I want to talk about
I
the
was
Atacama
IG,
especially because for me it
I
was
would
the
be
epitome of a
pissed.
good IG team
I would
fight
be
and what
so
was going
pissed, man.
well for them.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was that Nico ulti. It
Jesus.
was beautiful. Even just like starting the Otacon, knowing that Sivir had a long trek to come back, so so T1 really needed to basically put the medal.
That was hard to
the pedal
watch
and
if you're an
start the
IG
fight
fan.
immediately. Rookie came in.
I
It
don't
was a really
care. I
hectic
mean, I
fight,
just
but
want to see
really
a good
tough
game.
for T1 and how
Like
it
that was
started.
a
I
bit
think as
much,
well,
man.
the
That
fact
was a
Doran
bit
ult
hard.
Didn't connect,
Oof.
walked away at the start, hurt a little bit, so he was able to get away. But
Yeah.
also the fact that it looked like initially if they got the Otacon, if they got the healing onto the Trundle, that'd be enough. But
Right.
the Nicole got so much value there.
The Trundle was able to really
the
just
problem is
do
what happens
the
next,
one thing where he
actually.
just puts the
Thanks for
pillar down
Hyperx.
and just
Reflex,
anyone who dives on
replay,
his
because
ADC or
TheShy
ADC, he just
goes
eats
in
them with his ult and his
a
Q.
bit
That's
too
all he has
much,
to
but
do.
Doran
That's his
seizes the
entire game
opportunity
plan.
to turn that
This is
fight.
why if
Yeah,
you're
this was
looking for
great
a
from
really simple
Doran,
jungle,
Faker,
Trundle jungle is
and
really
Hoover.
good for
Doran
that.
and Faker,
He's
coming in
really
to
good for
save
that.
Guma here. And then you see IG are trying to stay in the position to have control over the Baron area. T1 want to contest it. Guma even wants to reset, but he knows the fight's still happening, so he moves in. And then this great flick from Faker catches 2. The follow-up
Dude,
is there. They move
what a
forward.
turn.
Rookie's in a bad position.
What a
And they end up
turn.
finding this fight that gets them Baron and gets them the game win.
And what was
Damn,
surprising
bro.
was how quickly they ended it from there.
Yes!
Yeah.
There's no comeback because I'm like they had a reasonable lead. They had Soul, they had a scaling rise, they had a good position Corki, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
How did they not manage to come back even after that team fight?
Because they looked clean. I was starting to believe the scrim
Well,
rumors.
the
I
problem was,
okay,
like,
the
she asked a good question, but IG was not playing as a team after that. Where we saw the entire, like, run of all of the players of T1 just dying and dying and dying and dying and dying alone. IG did that shit, but it was when it really mattered.
no matter what. And it was regardless about
That's
like
what it was.
T1, if IG was going to let it happen and still be
That's what it
confident
was.
with the Soul, and if they can take the next fights.
Depressing
But
for an
not
IG
happening.
I
fan.
think they wanted to maintain
Oh
control
my
while
God,
they thought
bro.
Guma
Oh
was
my
back in,
God.
and I think they just played their cards too aggressively. I think as well, the fact that they had the lead, the Atacon fight came in when they had great spikes,
Yeah.
Rookie had just got the level up from the
That
Red
was
Rages. You had
brutal.
the 2-item spike coming in.
Really
from
well
Valhalla.
played by T1 to
But
come
when
back
that
from
fight,
that. That's
they actually
why,
went
dude, that's
aggressive
why there's still
onto
the GOATs,
Guma and
man.
backfired
You
when
can
the
never
Baron went
count
over.
T1 out.
That was when Guma had 3 items.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got the Baron, they just took a ton of structures. They felt super powerful. And it really is that thing where you only got to make one big mistake against T1, and that's the game.
Yep.
And remember, it's like one series, you're out. So IG needs to take a step back, relax, untilt from a situation like that, because there was so
That would be a
many things that
tilter.
were
Like,
going well
now
for
we
this
get to
team
see,
that we
can
did not
IG
expect
have
when
the
we were watching
mental
playoffs
to
and
come back
regionals.
from
We
that?
were like, okay,
Because that
they're
was a
good
game that
building
they
blocks.
essentially had
That
won.
happened. That was a moment.
And then
We
they,
need
like,
to be able to
giga
get to the
through.
next game, because it will be awful if they get into game 2. and
Mental
lose after
strength is
that.
the
And we
key
see
here,
this
but it
on
is
that
league
gold
players,
graph,
so
actually.
who
Things
knows,
were
man?
Oh,
pretty
boy.
even on both sides. We've seen everything during this game, but what have we learned so far about both teams? On IG, I want to say it's not only about Gala.
Yeah, at least from IG, this looked great from Way's perspective, because I was looking at the BLG series and playoffs, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
Wei was
Faison
their
is up
jungler.
playing
Their
Wei.
jungler was getting
Wei, I
ahead,
felt like,
ahead,
was not having
ahead.
a good,
And this
playoffs
is the
run
power
at all, but
Kiana.
This was a really good game for him, so I think be confident. They looked very confident, like willing to take fights. That's what we need to see from IG to take T1 out.
Yeah, I think for T1, even though obviously they won the game, I think there was some punishment in the side lanes, some overstaying from Owner, and also Faker got punished immediately after, which led to that bit of the gold swing in IG's favor. We see though,
crazy
phenomenal
game,
this year in particular.
How much time is it in between games at Worlds? Does anyone know?
Gold on him, so even though the
we could have time to play another league game. I'm not sure though.
Point and he was able to survive that fight,
should we chance it? I don't really want to miss too much of Worlds.
Anything we want to see from T1
what do you guys
next
think?
game? We've talked about patience for IG, but quick thoughts on T1.
Not overstaying, because if you give IG something, they will continue to run with the game. So just like Owner made that one mistake, he's not going to make that mistake again.
I think a better pick for Owner, because I feel like the Trundle into the Kiana, you just can't really do much with that matchup. You know, we saw them ban away the Jarvan.
Yeah. There's something possible?
I think there's better picks for it. Like the Xin Zhao.
We see them backstage getting ready for Game 2. Worlds 2025 is on here in Beijing, and it is T1 taking the first game.
I mean, that's a good idea. We could try that.
Let's see what happens next.
But Master Volume,
I was kind of expecting a Rumble with the Jarvan, but they want the Rakan.
Right.
That's super high.
We're back to the league
here
game.
For Keria, you know, for the engage.
All right, so what do they? Where are they running? What are they running?
With the Jarvan. Now,
so they have
since Jarvan is taken away,
Jungle
which, again,
Jarvan.
is such a good combo with Ori.
Owner is really good on Jarvan. That's good.
The Wukong here.
They have some good follow-up with Rakan.
Despite the slight nerfs.
I got you now. Well, we're here for you, buddy. We're gonna give you some good vibes. So how you doing? Lovely nods. Big love.
Set up for IG. They're going pretty standard team fight and just slam down that Scion quickly here for TheShy. He has played a lot of tanks and he's taken up the tank duty.
And the Trundle is now out of the pool, right? So tanks feel a lot
easier. They banned Trundle.
And Scion doesn't get over that Raptor wall too easily. Unless he, like,
right, because they played Trundle last game, they can't play this game. I forgot that they're doing that.
Yeah, he can ult in there.
Under it.
But he can get back up as a zombie.
True.
I'm off today. It's hard to go to bed at night. Yeah, dude. Like you know, anytime I take care of my dad, I stay up full nights, so he can get some good sleep, and I take care of him and stuff. So my sleep schedule is fucked as well. I totally get it.
So far this year, but has been something that he's played.
Switching from like daytime to nighttime and everything. It's hard, man. It gets harder for sure. Mr. Hague, why do you feel like shit, my friend? We're giving you lots of love. I'm so sorry you're not feeling well.
And gives you a lot of possibilities for later as we get the Lulu band following up here. So
Cassanta. We got Cassanta Claus for Doran. Scion. So Cassanta Claus should win that versus Scion. The both will scale. It'll just be tank versus tank. I got you, Lana. Well, hey, hopefully we'll see you earlier tomorrow, Lana Bean. Thank you for hopping on in, hanging on out for a little bit. Hope you had some fun. And definitely keep an eye out for the lovely YouTube so you can catch up on some good times as well, Lana. Good night, Lana.
That should trigger a Xayah ban, right? Unless
Be able to
Gala
means
has
the
a
world.
plan. And
spend all night redoing 4th of my work, data organizer program, decided to crash. Oh, shit, dude.
So
Mr. Hague, I'm so sorry, my friend. That is brutal. That is absolutely brutal.
Instead of having to ban that one away, but still taking their time to think about it.
That sounds frustrating.
I don't know whether giving Xayah to Gumushi is all that much of a good
idea.
I got you. Thank you for mastery player.
Yeah, we are starting earlier, so you know I'm trying to go for like midnight starts and things like that. So
it took a while, but you know they could be discussing other things as well.
All right, Orianna, they got a good meatball comp on the left side right now. If IG goes for like I don't know if Zeri is even played in the ADC role anymore, but like she would have been a good ADC maybe. Something like AoE. Ooh, Akali. Oh, okay. Yeah, come on. Go Akali. You can do it. Faker Akali.
You can actually put so much.
Faker is like maybe one of the best Akalis to ever play the character. He's so good. Ripster, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, my friend. We're watching Worlds for League of Legends, the World Championship. Two of the best teams in the world going at it. First game was a banger. Good to see you, Ripster. Thank you for hopping on in. Hey, we missed seeing you, buddy. Good to have you back.
Orianna's gonna have a lot of stuff to
All right, Caitlyn. Caitlyn for some long range, some consistent damage. Karma for more meatball. So as a team fight comp, IG has a really good team fight.
It's still going to be difficult times here towards the bottom side of the map.
Yeah. The extra 2 base AD for Caitlyn, I think, will be huge. Like these pushing lanes, pushing from really early on. So this is going to be a lot of damage. This super high damage potential pushing early on for IG. So
So much team fighting already represented by
massive
IG
team
with
fight
this
comp.
composition, right? Like the front to back that you can see, the engage from the Wukong.
IG basically went to the locker room after that first game, and they're like, all right, let's go back to like basics. We just make a good front to back comp and win that way. No split pushing, no weird shit, just, you know, go in.
They can keep them under control as the
and MF, okay. So, I mean, honestly, T1 has a good team fight comp as well, but IG is made for team fight. That's like a bread and butter team fight comp.
Yeah, all right. So Miss Fortune,
they're going to have to rely on some things working together for T1. Now, they're good, so I think it'll work, but, like, you know, it's a different comp. IG's comp is very simple. Extremely simple
When you have an Akali and you want to have Akali side lane versus Orianna or something like that and have your side lane pressure, really does help to have a Miss Fortune pick like that later, too. So I think
it'll be interesting.
Will be interesting to see the
and we get to watch this game from minute one.
Lineup, and if they can kind of
we were a little bit late on the first one, so we're at like we were like I don't know, like 5-10 minutes. I was like,
I think if I had
maybe like 5-7 minutes late on the first game.
Especially this year, I'd be like, well, this is a little bit dicey, right? Like Akali damage, not necessarily consistent. Faker doesn't have a lot of utility to add, but this is World's Faker Akali, right? And TheShy can tell the rest of his buddies that that's something that you really do need to watch out for when you're on this stage. And we'll see whether once again he can make that magic happen as IG on the ropes. But they did demonstrate that they could get themselves into winning positions. They had tempo vibes the majority of the game. That's the last I'll mention it. I apologize. I'm a little bit obsessed. But this is something that IG now know that they can do. And they're going to have to knuckle down and make it happen. They have an easy-to-execute composition. I think that's a fantastic move. But now we are onto the Rift for game number 2 of this best-of-5 series. And we say all the marbles quite a lot. That's
all
exactly
the marbles.
What this game is for. Either you're into the Swiss stage or you are out for good.
Wait, I thought it was up to 5 games.
And the world's
so it's up to 3 games then.
That we have.
Yeah. And then they'll pull the labeled marbles out, and there'll be teams in bits of paper, but your name won't be on them.
I don't know. Like this caster keeps saying both. I don't know what. I don't know if it's up to 3 games or 5 games.
So
it looks like it's up to 3 games. I guess from saying that.
Blue to start out.
Oh,
I mean, it is.
Are we going for the WE?
Let's see.
Start here as well as we are going to go into sepia mode.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this pause for, bro?
Out as soon as possible.
It's so interesting because I think they are gonna swap out of Caitlyn Karma. Like,
the problem that we had that I know all about has been solved, Kobe. So you don't need to worry.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it.
They're in. Okay.
Well, there is a problem I see on our screen. And
what's that?
The lane swap is happening.
Okay.
Yep. So we do.
Oh, they're gonna do the lane swap already? Oh, jeez.
Pause is released.
So, you know.
So we got the 4-minute timer. This will be interesting. We'll track it. Of course, the Jarvan as well.
They added like a way to try to disincentivize lane swaps. And it's like for 4 minutes, like, you know, you don't want to have 2 people in a top lane kind of thing. So they're going to try to have like the enemy top laner, as in Doran, is going down with the support. So it's ADC top right now.
But it could actually just
very
confirm
weird.
Their worst fears, right? Because this means you have to be a little bit more careful towards that bottom side.
And it's because
of the map.
Sion can win early versus
Cassandre.
Cassandre.
Faker already looking a little worse for wear, but that's kind of how this matchup is going to go. Way moving off vision.
I know, actually, it's for Caitlyn.
Earlier. I mean,
Caitlyn bullies MF. So for the first few levels, they want MF to get like a little bit of a boost.
With that info, he's like, okay, Wukong's on Wolves. I am fine because even if Wukong
I haven't played Jarvan in a long time. I like Jarvan. He's a fun character.
He can be
Carry
like,
a spell book so you can teleport top in 4 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Hey, yep. I think you're right.
The map split that we have.
You might be absolutely right.
IG.
And honestly, vertical jungling, I feel, does kind of work out for T1 to try and protect.
What about the bottom lane though? Are they gonna react to the? Because they know it's.
Yeah, I mean, Owner could gank here, but he's just not doing it.
Does mean that IG do have to back away. Will allow Doran to get a little bit of money.
Absolute freak tactics, though. Yeah, yeah. Like, I think what they should do is if you lane swap, you get put out back and shot. No kidding.
So no dive to be set
up. That's the only way to make sure people don't do it.
Yeah, getting some vision. Does know that the vertical
lane swaps are so fucking boring, man. They really are.
And
Like, this entire early game is going to be boring to watch because it's a lane swap game.
In goes Carrier.
Ooh, Carrier.
5-point strike there from Faker.
Ooh, man.
Rookie is able to just walk it off. And
God, what a good roll. Dude, Carrier is so good, man.
More excited.
Carrier is like one of the, honestly,
looking
like,
at
obviously the team
another
with
30
Faker and some of the best
seconds of
players in the
lane
world.
swap,
But
and
Carrier is so fucking
looks
good.
like Guma will be able to avoid it. Okay, Wave is pushing towards him.
You watched the
He's
first
only
game
got
as well,
30 more
Mr. Haig,
seconds here
and
to
we looked
wait.
at the song for
And
Worlds.
Carrier
I don't know if you
is
saw that, but I had
hovering
some thoughts.
without,
You
I
might
believe,
like that video that I'll probably be putting up after
Knock-up, though,
stream
onto
tonight.
Gumayushi, as finally the grasp stack will come on through as Owner is back once again, but Way is here to try and defend. Carrier comes down
See?
at
Oh,
the same
good
time.
flash.
Not going to connect
Good
there.
flash by
Faker has
Rookie.
to
Good flash by
to
Faker.
get out of the way.
He would have been dead if
Carrier
not.
able to get the knock-up in defense, but once again
Hey, for sure
testing the
mistake.
waters, and no one's really budging as Faker down to 200 health once again.
Share it with your
Interesting here.
friends
We were talking Champ
as
Select
well,
about how much
Mr.
pressure
Haig.
can be put
Any of
early
your
on, and
league
Oriana,
friends.
This champion that does not have a dash for herself, and Flash is being
I
traded
don't often put
with
up league
Oriana
videos.
and an Akali.
There's a lot of
When you play into
rants.
Jarvan,
There's a lot of
Oriana
rants
gets
in
really
the league
dicey.
videos.
Be a big deal as
Ooh.
killed by a QW.
Faker greeted
Out
for
of
gold
Rookie
there,
there.
but he
Tries
wanted
to
that
pick up
extra
last
couple of,
minion with a shot in the back.
probably for a
Now
good
he's
break
gonna go
point.
for
I don't know
his
how
own
much gold he
reset.
has.
Same thing going to happen
What's
here.
he gonna get from
The
it?
lanes are going to equalize in mid.
Tank Akali.
So we still
AD
have the
crit
lane swap
Akali.
happening at the moment, but I really want to see the fight
Oh no, he stayed.
and how they
Oh
keep a
man.
vision around mid lane now with
He's
having
waiting
no
for
flashes
an
there,
item
if we're
break
gonna
point.
get
That's what he's doing.
constant repeats,
That's why he's greeting so
you know,
hard.
from Carrier, from Owner, because both of them do have flashes and would really want to convert while Rookie is on that timer, but
Carrier didn't
currently
swap to
still
teleport, Mr.
operating
Haig, but he
under the
did go
lane
top.
swaps and pushing in.
And it is after the 5-minute mark.
Under
So.
fire once more as Owner moving over towards Way. I don't think
It is a full
confirmation
lane swap
as to where the
situation now.
monkey is, but also the Jarvan was unseen as well, moving towards his top lane. TheShy could find himself
Very
in
annoying to
trouble,
watch.
but is going to be let live just for now.
But hey,
as on the bottom
it's
side
the
of the map,
strat.
Doran is going to get pushed away from this turret.
Needed the big
This
roam,
is
yep,
the worst
exactly.
news for T1, because if the Caitlyn just has free reign to knock down these structures over and over again, the snowball can really become problematic. But as you can see, the lane swaps worked, right? The like, it's just one wave, right, between
Did it?
TheShy and Doran, and CS is even.
I
between the
feel
AD
like
carries.
Cassante
That's exactly what
could
T1
go
wanted.
even with
And
like
basically,
TheShy.
you're paying
on
tax here
Sion.
with
I don't know
the
why
turret
they did the lane
plates
swap.
as
I
well.
genuinely
So
don't.
on
Like,
top
is
of- on
Cassante
top of
such a
these
bad
waves, on
matchup
top of
versus
the
Sion? I
CS,
didn't think so, but
we do
like
have
obviously it
this
seems that's
gold
why they did
lead
it.
for
I
IG,
just didn't think
a
it was
lot
that big of a
funded by
loss.
the
Like I thought it was gonna be like
bottom
meatball
lane
versus meatball at that
and
point.
the 3 turret plates that they have been able
Granted,
to
I'm not
get
like
there.
a top main, so
Now,
I don't know.
Actually, still moving Doran back down there, so it's not going to be any sort of swap back or anything like that. As it's 6 minutes into
Let's
the game,
see.
Mako is making his way in just to make sure that they have as much free reign to push as they can.
Exactly, and that's the vision I was, hoping for them.
Sion gets
to try and
destroyed.
keep Rookie safe.
Yeah,
here.
but-
He doesn't have flash on Oriana.
I mean,
because
is
now
that
Akali
true?
is level 6.
Like,
And so if you get visits for people
Cassante
taking
scales
Faker,
better than Sion.
then
That's
it
true.
can be really dicey
But
for the Ori. So IG
T1
are bringing
chose
over
it.
Mako wisely.
As
I
in
think,
T1
get the
chose to
vision,
not
help
have
him push the wave in, he gets
Cassante
to,
be against
put more
Sion.
harass in,
They
can
chose
trust
to
the
move
dragon.
Cassante
So
bottom.
nice little move here from IG. They get their mid lane.
Why would
priority.
they do that?
Well, set up vision, which sees Owner walking
That's the
over
thing.
and Carrier traversing through mid lane as well.
Because I thought it was a skill matchup.
Owner is not going to even bother getting rid of the ward, knows that he needs to come down here to stop this. There is the
Ooh.
snare. Great knockup comes on.
That's a
Great
really
entrance,
good
the wombo
combo,
here
but I don't
between
think they have
Owner
the
and
damage
Carrier
to
is
follow
fantastic,
up.
But that's going to be a two-man shockwave out of Rookie playing the great defense as Faker finds himself isolated off to the
Yeah,
side. And
that was an all-in
as
to
he
a
will
loss.
Find Carrier. Now
Because they
Gumayusi
have
has
two
to
people
deal
top
with
lane.
TheShy, who is just
So they didn't have enough
wandering
people to even go
underneath
near
the
it.
turret. Will not dive him this time around, but IG once again off to a great
I don't understand
start.
what T1 was thinking
Carrier
there.
uses the flash here. They go for it. T1 don't have the damage, even though they're
Yeah.
focusing the Ori, trying to
I was
punish
right,
the
they didn't have the
flash.
damage.
They can't pull it off to get the kill onto Rookie, and so the punishment comes back from IG in addition to the
That was
dragon they were
that was
already taking. They
I think that
also
was a bit of a
claimed
blunder.
the
I'll move
first
Steam over.
kill.
You guys don't have to see that.
And Wukong getting accelerated is a pretty scary thing as well. That Trinity Force going to be coming in a little bit faster. Of
Yeah.
course, you want to grab the Sundered Sky, the forbidden item.
Good play by IG. Yeah, I mean, it was a bad play by T1. They should have left it. They got the extra knockup, and they
Yeah,
thought they were
Mako's
like
got
good
healed,
to go
the
for like a
combat's right
really
next
good
to
all-in.
Rookie, so they've
And it
got
just kind of just
Oriana
made them
shields,
lose.
They've got Karma shields, and then they can get the chase down on the Carrier.
They saw stars in their eyes. They wanted it all.
Really nicely played here by IG. And they just had more people
I think that's what it
on
was.
that bottom side as well. Able to make that one happen is now Faker able to get some harass off here. Going into the Twilight Shroud, but I don't think Rookie's going to be too worried about it. He's got a couple of Ruby Crystals keeping himself healthy. And Mako just patrolling the river. Grubs up and available. No one really going for them just yet. We'll see whether T1 do get more than 0 objectives before 35 minutes. That wasn't quite that long, but it did feel like a long time.
Double Ruby Crystal, Ori tanked it. Yeah. I mean, all Ori had to do is rely on base damage and, like, you know, get a nice ult that, you know, protect the team. Ori's base damage is crazy. That's one of the best parts of Orianna.
And the Orianna doing some pretty great things so far in this game, mid-control.
I think if you're able to play Orianna, you're able to like win so many combos,
here
man.
at T1.
Holy shit. Orianna's so strong.
And T1 just getting strong-armed here
kind
on
of
the river
a
filthy
character in my
nice
opinion.
One by them. Huge value for IG, getting the flash off of Guma.
Probably one of the best zone control mages in the game.
Around the grubs though, and Owner slips into
People
the
talk
back
about
of the
like, you know,
Okay, let's see whether he can find
Victor and things like that, but nah, man. Ori is the OG.
TheShy farming behind the turret, and so is Doran. So the top laners nowhere near one another, ready to teleport in at a moment's notice. As
they're both teleporting in. This is a fight.
He's there as well from Wei, who's just
like I said, IG has the better team fight team comp.
And that is going to be the Warrior Trickster, but now Doran has found his mark.
That was a good cleanup though.
Junglers will be traded. TheShy gets into the back line though as Gumi
the rookie is like super deep.
And down he will go. Faker still trying to find it though as Rookie will be taken out. Faker gets into the back line.
Faker is doing Faker things. They were able to win the fight. Wow, holy shit.
The last one is now TheShy. Cannot do anything. No mana, no hope.
IG should have won that team fight.
This time.
Holy fuck.
T1, but Doran, he
here's Cassante. Yeah, but Cassante didn't do anything until the end of the team fight.
Is it enough?
We'll see. We'll see whether
like they
TheShy
lost that by Orianna
like
being in too deep. I think that was like a misplay by Rookie.
From this side,
is Doran gonna die here? That'd be hilarious.
Aggro, so he is going to have to get himself out of there. Stands beside Faker. And now Owner convinced to leave the grubs as well. So does manage to get one of them, as you say, but it should be the feats going over, or at least the portion of them going over to Wei here. As Mako comes up, Doran may have overstayed his welcome. Let's see whether he can take the Cassante for a walk, and with the heal, he certainly will be able to.
Cassante's dead.
And there
Jesus,
is the shot
he
on
just
Doran.
overstayed.
So things up.
He just completely fucking overstayed.
And they get the grubs.
Man.
Double buffs transferred over the Caitlyn now. So, all right.
Yeah, that's a red buff
Caitlyn. Faker got a couple of kills out of that for the Akali, so going to be a lot of extra stacks on his Dark Seal too. 6 stacks Dark Seal for Faker.
There he's popping Ghost.
In addition to this gold
just to get out.
This Akali. So the Akali burst damage, the assassination potential here from this T1 comp. Saw it last time around with Doran joining and T1 being able to put pressure onto the back line. Faker had connected
That's weird, man.
Onto Rookie.
What a weird. This is a weird start to the game.
Off in that last scrimmage.
This is just a weird fucking start of the game.
Yep. And the fact that it's 100% kill contribution here for Faker as well just means that he's maximized the amount of value that he can get out of the Biffo that's been coming on through. But as we can see, IG do have a slight gold advantage as look at these waves. They are just one by one marching themselves.
2 kills on Akali is scary. Oh, yeah, exactly.
From T1
like,
in this top lane.
You don't want Faker's Akali to get fed. All they had to do was not fucking feed Faker's Akali. They have a really good team fight comp.
Who's just dead. Okay. Doran says, whatever you can do, I can do better.
Doran's revenge. All right.
Well, there you go. He overstayed, but when he comes back, he's able to win.
Doran's very frustrated.
Cassante still has an effect.
Okay. Well, Faker not exactly having the greatest of times, but TheShy also not really taking damage anymore as well. So we're going to check out this replay one more time.
Okay. So we know at the very beginning here, Owner went down.
Yeah, so this is the team fight. This is the same team fight.
In the end, the teleport coming in for Cassante, Doran's in a really good spot. So
never mind, Cassante did a lot more than I thought. He was able to interrupt Wukong.
Over the top, and then just look at him move on forward. Gets the burst damage there.
Okay.
The E from Faker had connected onto Rookie, so he could follow
They kind of like
the
overburst their damage early, and then they didn't have anything left for the middle of the fight.
Going here.
That's what it was.
So much early game Cassante value.
Yeah.
Often we don't really see the Cassantes come online this heavily, and when they do, they can really get things going. 3-1-2 now for Doran.
3-1-2 Cassante.
But this guy
He's going to be a
hasn't had
powerhouse
year
this
like
game.
this
Yeah.
ever.
He already has
There
Frozen
is the
Fist.
quickness. The
Oh.
Doran entrance as well as now Faker with the damage.
Mako's dead.
Going to get popped like a balloon. Bagala is going to keep
That's fine.
himself
They
alive
got one person off the
Faker
map.
getting more kills. IG fans, beware.
Yeah,
And
he's
like
got the damage
honestly,
now
you
with
know,
his Dark
Caitlyn
Seal
doesn't really do
stacking
much
up with
early
the extra
game,
money.
so they don't really have to
And
worry
Carry
too
is
much about
Rakan
Caitlyn
once
as long as they
again,
don't like
you know, in the last fight, we just saw him
face
right there
tank
with
her
Doran,
shots for no
getting the
reason.
engages. Here comes through with Faker, able to get Faker more money as well.
Yeah,
in the
that's just
side
a
lane.
farming gold.
And the side lanes are going to be the dangerous part for IG. They really want to fight as a grouped up team, much more front.
They don't have anyone that
for
can
them.
like
And so
outside
when they
lane
do have
Faker right
carries and
now
stuff,
at
especially
all.
that don't have flashes,
And they have
you
two
to be
side
a little
laners on
bit
T1 side.
Careful.
You certainly do. Backlook going to come on through as the ace in the hole is going to be there. That's going to guarantee the outer turret.
Yeah,
Here for
I mean, it's
IG.
just that outer turret had like 2 hits left. It's not a real outer turret.
As well, but at least the Drake is going to go into T1's hands for the first time in this
Go in,
series.
Faker. You know you want it.
And now Carrier is
Teleport.
looking for
No,
a
he's
little bit
too
of
good
a
for
mark
that.
here as in comes Gumayushi looking
They're gonna
for
start a
the angle.
fight.
Flash out is going to
Mako,
come
they
on
know,
through,
has
and now
nothing.
They're turning it on to Carrier. Cyclone
But Wei was
is
able to turn it.
fantastic, but he just dashes away. And Carrier is
Carrier
going to survive.
has, like,
TheShy
10
really
hit
wanting
left.
to take him out. He's not
10
out of the woods
HP
just
left.
yet, but IG not interested in
Shy
following
wants
up,
it.
and now TheShy might be the one turned on as Owner is going to turn up. Gets himself
The good thing is
flag,
Shy's tank is fucked.
and Carrier will be successfully escorted to safety. And
Wukong
I say
ult
safety,
is down
He's out.
completely.
The rest of T1 looking for potentially something.
And IG are blocking them from mid lane right now, so they're taking mid lane tower.
Yeah, Caitlyn is trying to shove mid.
Okay, Doran looking for an angle. I don't really know what it
Whoa!
was, but my God, TheShy is able to eliminate him for
Dude, that's a
it.
huge
bit of gusto. I don't
Cassante
think that
throw.
plan necessarily
He had
worked
no
from the
reason
T1
to
top
fight
laner,
that.
As finally, bullet time going to
Oh
just
my god,
eradicate
the
this
reason that he
mini-wave.
fought that
And
was he knew
Gala,
Caitlyn was
he's just
mid.
doing exactly
So he knew
what
they had
Caitlyn's
numbers
wanna
advantage
do,
if
and
they
that
could do
is
it.
only hit
That was
turrets
just
for the
a fucking-
entirety of the game.
Yeah,
was a
pushing down there. They
blunder,
got a lot
man.
of
Oh
damage
my
on his
God.
side lane now, though. Faker.
Well, this is not a clean game
Shuriken
by
Backlook not
either
gonna connect
team.
there onto rookies. Malco Gaming to come on through, and Faker is just going to back his way out. Picture in picture. You've got TheShy being very aggressive on this Scion. That is on brand, but this champion will certainly take a whole lot more to kill than the Rek'Sai of Game 1.
Yeah, and that whole big last run of play here from IG, able to just take the inside route, take control of the
Herald's
jungle,
up, yeah, they could get Herald up
make it
this.
harder for
I don't think they have the
T1 to
time
rotate
actually.
between objectives.
Respawn timers are
Faker
really,
did
really
just stay
short.
top side and was able to push that wave in, but T1 on the resets will come over towards the Rift Herald. Looks like they should be able to get this one.
Yeah. Should go over to them. We'll see whether they can use it to get themselves an outer turret in mid lane. It's certainly open up the map here for T1.
Yeah.
And an open map means a whole lot when you've got an assassin like Akali and you've got Faker piloting it, who's 3-0-2. You'd be feeling pretty good about that one. And we'll see whether they can actually create that space to allow this one to happen, because it is a finesse composition out of T1. It can look like it's lacking damage if Faker is not able to hit all of the priority targets with his abilities, and Gumayushi's ult isn't able to find the mark, right? There are some things that we've had issues with when it comes to what they can do, but of course this is T1. They've made the magic happen before with other comps. It's now Mako off to the side. Wei looking for an angle as Rookie clears out that turret. Cyclone
I'm
comes
having
in. Wei looking
issues.
for the
Jesus
knockups.
Christ, that
And
was
there it is, the
my
shot
entire
from
stream
Bonga.
froze.
3 from
Jesus.
Rookie is
All right, we're
Doran.
live, we're
Just trying
fine.
to get himself all the way out there.
Doran
And it
looks
might
like he's
actually
dead.
happen, as never mind, the orb is going to catch
I hope
him.
they re-show that
And
team
down
fight.
he
I have
will
no
go
idea what the
once
fuck
again.
happened
Faker
there.
looking for the angle, but the Peacemaker comes on through, and Faker
Man,
says
that
maybe
sucked.
Peace
That
is
was like
okay for
right at the beginning of the team
Shy is
fight.
also rotating over here, passing through
That was some
mid-wave.
lag.
IG can be able to push both waves.
I think it's because I'm
Bottom side
streaming
as well.
and, you know, all that stuff.
Owner and Faker are trying to
Wukong spin into Oriole. Like I said, team
together,
fight comp.
And now,
IG, if they're
Faker
able to
leveled
play
down
like
against
humans,
TheShy,
they
but
have
TheShy doesn't
like
quite
an
have the damage
amazing
himself
team fight
being able to
comp.
do what he wants. And Cannon Minion will go over to Faker there as Owner. Push him up. He is looking to try and walk his way out of here, but he is going to get slowed down.
Owner is
Flag
dead.
and drag as he looks
He's
to
just
go
caught.
for the back because he knows he is well and truly dead. And he will be taken out. Some aggressive positioning, you could say.
Yeah. All he has is
Dash
Sundered
towards
Sky, and
TheShy,
he's
but
playing
it
like
looks
he's
this
full tank.
Scion is
He's
really
nowhere
reaching
near that yet.
mortality stage.
I mean, the IG
I mean,
comp
Sundered
is
Sky
so
for
much
Diamond is
easier
good
to
on
play,
him,
so
but
much
like, you
better
know.
in standard.
He
You
can't.
know,
He
front
can't
to
like
back
you
and
know
pushing them out, and
try
IG
to go for the crazy
able
shit.
to get the advantage here, chase them back through the jungle. They just force the play again. Wukong and Orianna so good together.
Wukong is the powerhouse. He has Sprint Force. He'll be able to turn some fights. It's a
IG
lot of
will be
damage.
strong as a group. TheShy as well on Scion here is just going to be a massive block.
Yeah.
So that
TheShy is going to be big tank. He's 40 CS ahead.
That's the thing that's very scary.
Like he's a chunky boy.
Stay as aggressive. He can work as that engage because this is a karma composition, right? You have just inherently less abilities to start fights without having that engage support towards that bottom side of the map. So TheShy going to be encouraged to try and
all they have to do is like stick together, meatball comp, rely on Ori, rely on Caitlyn poking the back. That's it. That's all they have to do. It's a very simple game plan for IG. And T1's team comp is they have to rely on split push. They have to have side lane pressure from Faker. They have to do the same thing with Doran. They have to be able to get picks. Like they have to do all kinds of more complicated things in order to win on T1's side. They're good enough to do it, but it's a complicated game for them.
Looking kills, some good flank angles possibly from them to get some assassinations off. But here we go. Good wards starting out for IG. They ward all of the river here. Control wards are down. They start up the dragon.
Yep, Doran was tethered momentarily as now T1 get themselves into the river. They do not want to let this one go. As we can see, Make It Rain slows
Carrier
down
popped barrier.
But he's spotted. Doran finds 2 with the Q though. Is now
that was kind of
useless.
useless.
The knockup but misses, and Rookie is able to take him down. He gets into the Rift Herald. Oh, Owner. We've seen this play before, and he's going to run his way out. But Carrier is going to get taken down. Faker gets
I mean, I think that
the fight is Mako. The ulti comes on.
yeah, MF has no damage right now. She didn't do that ult was a tickle. Doran's dead. Team fight comp. IG has the team fight comp.
In the hole. And yes, you know, that was some cute play there from Owner, but him doing the Krugs is not going to help them.
Yeah.
No, it's
Owner is all the way
at
Krugs right now, doing nothing useful for the team.
They're going to get even tankier now, Atlas. Mountain Dragon will be there.
It's Mountain Soul. Oh man, all they have to do is focus on dragon fights. If they get Mountain Soul, they will outscale.
So they pop the Herald early for later combat use.
That's huge. That's a gift. That is an RNG gift.
Owner's not able to get his EQ onto Rookie either. And Owner just
honestly, Owner kind of misplayed that completely. His only cute move was the fact they didn't die. He was able to use Rift Herald to escape the fight.
But T1, look at this. Guma's all the way over by the other side, so didn't have any damage.
They didn't use really any of their damage on the right people. Mako survived with 10 health. Rookie survived with like 200 health. That was a bad fight.
And IG really nice
for
stuff from
T1.
them. They stand solid, protect themselves as that group.
IG is in full command of this game. 4,000 gold ahead.
Screen in the coach's booth, of course, was working with T1 when they were trying to figure out their roster back in 2021, and then was against them 2023 World Finals as well. Now another chance for some revenge. See whether he's going to be able to find it.
Yeah,
Right
there's more utility.
Good as they're up 3.5K
it's still like a decent amount of damage, but it's it's not really like you're going full IE beginning or whatever, like anything else. It's kind of like a different build.
This is going to be a more difficult.
Not really good for like ult sniping.
A winning spot. Something goes very wrong.
I definitely agree. Oh,
this is a good teleport.
Going to go on aggressive onto the enemy jungler. As in the meantime, Rookie trying to.
Faker is going deep because he knows he has his top lane coming.
He comes back and that's solo.
That's Faker, man. Faker makes something out of nothing.
Oh my goodness, was that a cast?
Good dodge by Wei.
I'm not entirely sure, but the Otacon is going to spell the demise of IG potentially yet again. Has Rookie down for another 27
and they're fighting
seconds.
at the right time. They're fighting for Otacon. So Faker was able to get the pick right before Otacon came up. That was a good ult. That was the combo that you need to do in order to make it work for T1. It's a harder combo to pull off, but that's the combo you need to
They're also going to run out of Otacon here. T1's going to be able to get it. I mean,
Otacon again.
Dancing around,
unless something crazy happens.
He can do about it. I guess they have to wait a little while.
Yeah, I don't
Why are they
know
waiting?
whether there is anything that IG can really do about it, though, as we do get a knockout.
Just to secure it, I guess, yeah.
The comfortable smite here
just to
by
make
Owner.
sure.
And once again,
they had the ward right here, so they were able to see someone go deep, and then they could just force it down.
Way easier to play when the enemy carries don't have their flashes. So, you know, no flash on Orianna.
Right.
And if Rookie has no one around to protect him while
You're just able to dive on Orianna and just murder
the side
him.
lanes are the area to prey on IG and trying to attack them before they are grouped up.
But you see how many things need to go right for T1 to win the fight.
And everything. So this is
That's
the
the
exact
thing.
opportunity that you need to take.
They'd essentially
T1.
win like
Faker, he
3
sees
fights
the
in a
angle
row.
onto Rookie. He goes for the engage with the Proto Belt. He hits his E. That's all
Man.
he needs. Clean finish on the
Akali
first
is
damage,
so
and
bullshit.
taking him out before the rest of IG can kind of assemble their composition properly. And then T1, this one was nice. Keria drops his controller, so he sees the other controller in the front bush.
Yep.
Baker's going for his recall here, and Keria now slips around just in the fog of war. Great toggle of vision by the observers. Keria slips around into the fog of war, and yeah,
That
they
was
interrupt
a
Baker's recall, but
sneaky
Keria
move
from
by the
brush gets
Rakan.
engage,
Sneaky,
and shutdown goes
sneaky,
over
sneaky.
to Guma. So they get that shutdown, they get that
Extremely
autocon.
well played.
And do you give him credit for it? Was that a bait?
Hell yeah, you always give credit.
It was a master
He did
debate.
it.
There you go, credit.
Just baited them in. Gala walked up, took the bait, and they took him down.
Keria-
It's hard to know for sure, but we might be able to get a glimpse
But
into the comms.
You can also tell that Keria was thinking about it really early on. You know, he puts the control word there, and the control word, he's like, you know what? Okay, I see their control word.
Not
so
bad,
I'll
not
just slip
bad.
around here, and Keria is able to find the angle. Is that going to be enough, though, Atlas? You know, the IG comp is still really good if they can play like a safe, more standard, like regular team fight on their terms. But T1, like, they have so much burst damage here, and Faker just continues to get more and more money. The Akali,
Yeah,
getting the side
Faker's
lane
getting
tower,
stacked.
The Darksteel is fully
Faker's like
stacked.
one of their big, big
Plenty of
powerhouses.
burst damage.
I mean, obviously it's
They're
Faker,
showing
but like,
him
you know,
done as
Akali
well,
on
so He's
Faker.
going to be able to, yeah.
If he's
make
able to
short
get
work of
fed
Gala if he
one-shot
ever does
people
manage to
before they
connect
can
some of these
flash or
shuriken
whatever,
backflips.
that's like a big
So
thing.
what happened
Getting
to
picks
Rookie
on Faker,
as well.
having him being able to
So the
side lane,
carries
and
need to beware.
whoever goes against them,
And
they just
IG,
auto lose.
I honestly still think that they're in a
That's
great
the
position
big
in this
thing.
game. Drake
The split
advantage
play.
is going to be theirs. The Mountain Soul, as we said, coming up in
This is a good
25
game.
seconds.
This is a good game.
Soul point.
Two
Then
different team
also, but
comps,
it's
two different,
gaining
you
more
know,
stats
ways to
this
win.
time to become
I like
even
it.
more unkillable. And T1 just need to navigate around the Shy and kill everyone else before they go for it, as Wei halves the health bar of Keria with one combo.
Yep.
That's going to stink.
Wei is strong.
Wei here with the 2 items.
EQ in,
Definitely
leave,
painful.
you're good.
He's going to look for the
That's a
flank
good enough
angle.
combo
There's
for the
flash
beginning of the
cataclysm
fight.
to come on through. Finally, the knockup does come in
Owner
now
has a good knockup.
for Owner, who goes down to
Keiria's
Keria
dead.
trying to get
Oh,
himself out of
Keiria's
any
alive.
round.
What the fuck?
Gumayushi gets a decent amount of damage, but leaves himself exposed and just blows up Wei. Who gets on top of
Jesus.
him, but that's not where he wants to be. Great knockup there onto the Shy.
The ult is down for
gets
MF.
on in there. He's looking for Gala. The shockwave does not do enough, but he
Yep.
does take down Keria.
IG loses
Faker's
this.
doing work, though.
Because they can't outfight the fed Doran and the fed Faker.
And T1, it's a difficult comp to make work, but the world champ's looking pretty good
That's
with
pretty
it.
good.
The 3-tiered engage from T1. They will take them down. They will cut
That's a
IG
huge
to
win.
pieces.
Huge win.
And it's only Rookie left standing.
They were able to
here.
make
Now
all
he's
the
looking to
moving
use that
parts
distance
work.
movement speed to run the heck out of there. T1 want to get themselves
That's
this
easy,
outer turret.
Drake.
Their minion wave is going to wear off.
Stop
so they're
the
gonna have
Drake
to take
stacking.
a consolation dragon. And Rookie is still scary, but after a fight like that, T1 going to be feeling a whole lot better.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
the
a
multiple
big
layers of
W.
engage here. So they want to blow the summoner spells off Gala early. So teleport in from Doran. He arrives, and Ona says, okay, I'll go in first. He goes after Gala, then Keria. And Keria, as you
Dude,
said, like, he
Keria's
barely
surviving,
escaped with his life
burning
there.
like
But they
so
got
many
their summoner
spells on him,
out
so
of
much
Gala.
damage on him.
Gala's kind of pretty far on the
Surviving with
back,
like
so
10
Doran can
health.
walk away, but
That
Wei
was
cannot on the
so
Wukong.
fucking good.
So Guma's able to take him down the front line, and then the next tier of engage.
Like I said,
from
Keria's the
Doran
goat,
and
man.
Owner right back
He's
in
so
onto
good.
Gala, and they complete the assassination.
Completely underrated.
Yeah,
Everyone talks
very
about Gumayusi,
optimistic
everyone talks about
shockwave that
Faker,
catches Keria
everyone talks about
mid-battle
Doran,
dance,
but like,
he was already out of the
holy
fight,
shit.
right? He had done his
Keria's
contribution.
winning this game.
And so the fact that that one comes in
Multiple
doesn't really mean too
amazing
much for
key
how this one
engages without
goes.
dying in a row.
And yeah, some frustration here on IG's
Pure
side, as
Rakan.
you can see.
Goodness.
It's
I
only
wish
a
I could play
500 gold
Rakan. I
lead.
can't play.
The problem
I can't play
is,
Rakan
is
versus
this game
worth
is
the damn.
feeling like it's slipping out of the hands of IG every time these fights are gone for. We've mentioned it already. That's exactly how this composition wants to work. It's just not quite happening. And it's 3 items now on Gala. You know, that trough is not quite there anymore, and feeling a little bit better. But T1 certainly did capitalize.
Whoa! Kokea with the raid. How are you
Guma,
doing,
meanwhile,
Raiders? Welcome,
pretty
welcome,
good about his
welcome.
Lord
We're
Dom.
watching
Doran
right
going
now.
deep.
Live Worlds for League of Legends. Let me give you a shout out to you and your amazing community. Thank you for hopping on in, the amazing Kokeo. How have you been, buddy? It's been a long time. How have you been? I hope life is treating you well. What you thinking? We're doing good, my friend. We're doing good for all of our lovely new friends. I'm CapCorgiTV. You do believe in the power of positivity. Love making friends. I'm right stream on Twitch. We're watching T1 throw a completely winning game into the dumpster for no reason. We're watching some Worlds where we were playing some League, where we're looking at some fun new indie games as well. Everything in between. How was Like a Dragon? I love this series. Yakuza 0 is one of my favorite games of all time. I've not really played like all the series by any means, but I do love that. Dumped so much time into Ash's Station. Yeah, dude, hell yeah. Hey, man, I love Ashes, man. I played a lot of Ashes. I was taking care of my dad for like 3 weeks, so I played a bunch of Ash's Station, the newest phase of it, while taking care of him. I checked out the entire new area with the dwarves, and I have some thoughts. I'm working on a video explaining my thoughts, you know, my positives, my negatives, and things like that. Things that I think, you know, the Ashes team really needs to work on. So do expect that video up soon, Kokeo. But, you know, I've been enjoying it, man. I've been enjoying it. I'm really just waiting a lot for, you know, more quests and more even crafting. Crafting is like my biggest issue with Ashes right now. Like crafting early game is so fucking dog shit, dude. It's so dog shit. It costs so much money. It's so hard to make like a full armor set when you're early game because you need so much money in order to do it just for like, you know, processing costs and everything. They're just like, dude, it's not fucking worth it. It's so brutal, man. It's so brutal. Love the game, but crafting is a huge issue, man. Crafting is such a huge issue. And also like,
teleport flank angle here from Faker.
Certain things just don't spawn in the angles, like Oak doesn't, so you can't make like anything out of tin and anything out of copper. It's like, fuck. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Yeah, it's just some weird like missteps. But I hope you're doing well, man. Welcome back, the lovely Kokeo. Do you play any League, my friend? Are you interested in any of a pro league? And all of our lovely new friends from the amazing Kokeo stream. Tell me what kind of games you have to play and watch and enjoy. We do a little bit of everything. We do stream every single night, 6 to 9 months in a row, and we do cover everything on YouTube as well. So good at it. Doran escapes. Oh my god. I think crafting could be so good. There's definitely a lot of unnecessary obstacles. Exactly. Yeah, the drop nerf is brutal, bro. So follow esports actually, friend is rooting for T1. Hey, well, if your friend wants to come in and watch someone who's watching the game, feel free to invite them over. We love making friends. Kokeo, and I am a League no-lifer, or at least I was for a very long time. And so I have a lot of, you know, experience with the game. I used to do some casting and everything. We have a lot of fun. Hell yeah, Kokeo. We were playing some League. We looked at the new World song as well. And this game is a banger, man. This series is crazy. Yep. Absolutely. I've been covering a lot of like crazy drama as well on YouTube as well. EA just got bought out. We covered that. All kinds of crazy stuff, man. All kinds of crazy stuff. I would say that is not appropriate utilization of a background. Ooh. Twitch had a live birth on stream. Did you hear about that, Kokeo? That one was crazy. Thank you again for the rate love, man. Always good to see you. We miss having you around, so always good to see you again. Thank you for, you know, choosing to hop on in and hang on out for a little bit. Appreciate you coming.
Does throw down the Cyclone. Redemption is really good, though. That will keep Faker alive. And Ono now
so IG is back in control because T1 threw.
T1 now with information, but this
I didn't really follow the throw because we got raided. Totally worth it, by the way. But yeah, we'll see.
This is not going to be the
we'll see if this is even comebackable. They're one Drake from Soul. If they get Mount Soul and IG, they win.
Because there was one ward that Faker.
The owner, by the time he goes in, he's chunked down to like no health.
We were talking about, and so they can get into the back line here with a decent amount of damage. But a critical point.
Gumayusi's ult only hit like 2
people. Faker's able to get the kill onto Gala as well as onto the Karma, and Wei just finishes him off
snap!
here
What
with the Wukong.
And it was the backflip. If that shuriken backflip lands onto Gala there, that's an ace. That's a wipe. but not this time around. As you can see, some frustration.
See, that's the problem with the team comp for T1. They have just like too many moving parts that need to work for a team fight to be a win team fight.
On the desk, right? Like,
oh, one drag from Soul, yeah, and like I said, this is Worlds. So if IG loses this game, they're out of Worlds completely. And World starts tomorrow. This is like this is like a play-in. So this is like before the actual World start.
It has worked and it hasn't.
Honestly,
so like it's weird because IG is one of the best teams in the world. T1 is one of the best teams in the world.
They literally they have 2 Guardian Angels. And they have the Zhonyas on Rookie as well.
It's so early for them to meet at Worlds.
So safe. Orianna Shields, Karma Shields.
And it's an elimination game.
Wait, 8 because TheShy goes into zombie mode.
Yeah, TheShy is crazy tanky. He can go
so the pressure is crazy for them.
IG are so loaded right now with all of this advantage. So T1 would
if IG fucks this up, I don't see them winning the 3rd game by any means.
Is potentially going to be a flank as Carrier just...
Like, they have to really just, like, focus on team fight, stick together, team fight, like that. That's it. That's all they have to do. Front to back. Simplest team comp in the world to make work.
And Fake going to have to use his dash cannon defensively to get himself out. It will work, but you can see it's a 7,000 gold lead here for Invictus Gaming. And the Baron is going to be up again in 35 seconds.
T1 has to, like, get picks, they have to do multiple knockups, they have to do, like, all kinds of wild shit in order to make a fight work.
Power in numbers here for IG as well as they can...
It's nice to watch the positioning. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to call out as well, KO. Exactly.
And they can buy a lot of time, too, even if someone...
It's been a long time. Like, you know, Riot Games is a rule where if you're not, like, one of their, like, league partners or whatever, or, like, one of the special co-streamers, you're not really supposed to stream the pro games. I just don't fucking care.
We're looking at that clock. Tick down, Atlas. Only
so this is like actually the first pro game I've ever streamed with you guys.
Baron is here and does throw a little bit of extra risk into things, but I think that IG should just remain controlled in order to progress this game and try and finish it out.
Well, that teleport ward could be a big one for Doran, but right now
Carrier is getting whomped.
Going to get him out of that.
Ooh.
Will save Carrier's life for now. Information gathered here by IG. Rookie moving towards his top side. If this can actually be a pick, you can see Faker is lurking.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be putting up those Ashes videos soon. So keep an eye out on the lovely YouTube for those.
Rookie can feel it too, though. He's going to just move himself out of the way. Teleport comes in from Carrier to get back towards
also, Fighter really sucks.
All of his buttons to get himself out. Shockwave.
Like, I got Fighter like level 10 again, and I have Fighter, Tank, and Cleric at level 10 right now, and I'm like, man. Fighter is like, there's like no reason to play Fighter, and I love Fighter, but like, there's just no reason to play it,
They can actually make a team fight.
Guma's not on Varus.
Yeah,
way worse DPS.
TheShy has about
my tank is doing more DPS. The tank changes were huge, by the way. The tank changes for Ashes were really good.
T1 having to get out of there.
It was a good attempt at steal, like, but you know, T1 has to go for low percentage plays now.
Unable to do enough to lock down that Baron. And now, it's only a minute away from
that exactly, Kokeo.
And we were talking about Souls as being a really good thing. Last game didn't necessarily work out for IG. This game, I think it's going to be a different story because I think, like, TheShy
IG's comp now is a lot simpler.
For a minute and a half and still not die.
Yeah. 100.
Yeah, and TheShy hasn't inted yet. That's true. If TheShy doesn't int, they have a good chance of winning.
Medjai is even upgraded here for a rookie. He's got the book. Feeling very confident in the side lane. They've got teleport on TheShy, 4-1 split push. Multiple people shadowing here to make sure they can just use the Baron.
They knew Carrier was going to be fishing for a flank
space into the soul fight. Litter this jungle full of wards. Make sure that T1 have such a difficult time to approach that it becomes almost
just a simple, you know, bread and butter Baron push. Everyone together, Scion splitting, just shoving with the wave. That's it. That's all they have to do. Very simple.
T1, their base under fire. Only a few shots going to be necessary here by this Caitlyn. As two
really good catch by Wukong.
There's a shockwave to come on through. It's a decent answer here, as we can see.
Very good ults.
Trying to answer this one, but you can see Gala is distracted by these
that should be game. That genuinely should be game. They have Baron buff, they have the full wave. Unless there's some like hero move done.
Faker looks for the flank, but TheShy is there and says
Faker is looking for the flank. Shy is marking him though.
And IG this time ain't throwing it away. They are going to even out the series.
That's game.
In this best of 5.
That is game.
Kill from Rookie. T1.
There we
Go back to the drawing
It's
board.
even. It's an even game.
Play-in's looking pretty spicy this year, Atlas.
I think T1 is going to go, and they're going to be like, all right, let's just do a simple team
Can we
comp.
convince everyone?
Elimination.
There's no
on the
reason to do
line.
some complicated
1-1
craziness.
Top lane will be coming on.
Yeah, I'll make a video for you,
That's what I
dude.
was originally thinking.
I'm actually dead.
We're going to have the big Annie burst engage here. Locked up for Faker, which means that Rookie
Bro, I'm so bad.
final reveal here.
So bad.
Interesting Quay does have
All right, let's go
long
back to watching
range,
Pro.
does have
All right.
big AoE burst damage, scales.
So, okay, Rumble,
Also have some
Vi,
nice
my
AoE
Vi,
here on the
ooh.
grouping.
So IG is going for massive scaling. They have the Twink, they have Leona, they have a really good teamfight comp. And it's going to be Faker on one of his best champions, unironically. It's going to be... Oh, no, Annie on Faker. Oh, okay, weird. Weird. What? Jin Zhao, Yunara. So this is a carry the Yunara comp. Yeah, Lunara, yeah, exactly.
Down by TheShy. T1, I think this is
So this is a carry the
cleanest
Yunara
draft
comp
we've seen from them
versus
so far in this best
big
of five.
team fight. Big team
right,
fight and big
let's
scaling
see
on
it.
IG. Again,
Game
IG has a
number
simpler
3 here,
team comp.
T1 versus IG.
Why T1 keeps going for these complicated ass team comps, I don't know. I really don't know.
Especially when the Smolder gets to the rapid fire, you're going to have Quay
Smolder is
range,
gonna be a
as
problem.
well as like Rumble ultimate range and rapid fire range.
Oh, they're loading in the game. I'm going to take a quick piss.
From IG.
And the
So-
follow-up
I'm gonna
is
piss my
actually
pants. BRB.
Pretty ridiculous, right? If they manage to get enough damage down, Cease and Desist comes in, Mom is layered on top, right? And she does a whole lot of work. And so IG, a lot of these eggs are in the gala basket. And you know what? There's no basket that's looking better on IG at this point in time. And so game number 3, I do feel like T1 in a good spot, right? With the composition that they have, but we'll just have to see whether it's going to work against an IG that have looked tenacious in their last couple of matches. The fact that JDG made that series look like it was over in game 1, and then it was a 3-1. So IG, certainly not a team to be counted out at any stage. Let's hope that T1 have done the right adjustment moving into this game number 3. Looks like we might have a little bit of a delay moving into this next game. But honestly, it wouldn't be a T1 series without a bit of a pause.
You said you had inside information before.
About
your
the
source,
pause?
is your source still good?
My source is still good, but I still don't want to give them up. So I have all the information in my vault-like brain. However, I cannot divulge any of it.
Can you tease us? Maybe some hints? Maybe like
you
a
are
riddle?
silly.
What about?
Oh, not that kind of thing.
No.
What could I say?
It's really, I'm sorry, coming up with a riddle is really hard on the spot.
I was going for it. I was working on it.
Okay, okay.
My brain was trying to figure something out. Just didn't quite get there. As hi everyone, welcome to the Cast Desk. I know we don't spend a lot of time together here, but thankfully, when we get pauses, we do get to hang out.
Yeah.
And that is fantastic.
Chat
I
will
wasn't
help us
actually gonna
craft
go
a
for
riddle.
All right.
I wasn't gonna do the riddle.
Sorry,
I was
guys.
just gonna, like,
I had to piss
say
my
a word
pants.
silly. That was my goal.
I
there.
like the
That's a
Atlas word
fucking
sillies.
pause. All right, I'm going to get
Those are
some
the
water while
best.
we wear out
Slurkle
the
is one of
pause.
your greatest
Fucking-
pieces of work.
Oh, thanks, Kobe.
I
You
love
know what? A lot
Slurkle.
of my colleagues thought that Slurkle made them feel a little bit uncomfortable.
What?
And so I really
What's that,
appreciate
Mao?
you liking it. And do you know what the best part is? We get to talk about Slurkles just before I say Slurkle a whole bunch of times because Yunara was picked in this game. For those that weren't, watching the LCK, which, might be a whole lot of you.
Typical Riot Games.
Slurkle is just a circle
Typical
that
Riot
swirls.
Games,
Okay,
guys.
so-
And we've got a few of
Holy.
those. I'm pretty sure there is one of those that is on the way as well. So, in fact, he has so many buttons. He's got.
Does anyone say why the tech pause
the
happened?
Circle abilities that can happen.
Did they say why the tech pause happened while I was
Okay, so
pissing?
yeah, what is so Slurkle, you say, is slow and circle put together for
Yeah.
Yunara's W because it doesn't do very much damage.
And also its name
does,
is like Arc of Judgment.
Oh, that's a good
Doesn't really
cosplay.
tell the
Holy
story of
shit,
what
those
it
are good
is,
cosplays.
in my opinion.
So what would you call
And it's good because they're
circle?
hot.
That's the eyeball he puts on the ground that if you go into it, it's going to root you. It's a root circle.
Yeah, Ruckle.
A Ruckle.
A Ruckle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy. You just put
Oh,
circle
shit,
and-
Jinx from
and-
Arcade,
and a
yeah.
CC together. The thing when it gets a little bit complicated, right, is when you've got Leona's solo play. which not only but
it's a
also
circle and
stuns.
Dude, what is going on,
Sometimes
man?
you can only catch the
Every
Slurkle
single
part,
game has had a pause.
but then you
The
can
outside.
get hit by the stun Slurkle.
Yeah, the center.
Yeah, which really does add a whole lot. That's not even.
So is
worth
it a
using. I just
sturkle
put
then?
Stun at
Is
the
this
beginning.
a sturkle? The center is a
Slurkle.
sturkle.
You need to put the L in. So
Oh, the stun.
yes, Sturkle. You get stunned by the middle thing. So
yeah,
the whole circle is still involved, right?
I like it. Okay.
So it has to have the stun in there as well. We
Do
really
I like it,
chose the most
actually? I don't
difficult one.
know.
Yeah. We got a Torkle as well, the taunt circle.
Okay.
We've got a whole bunch of different circles in this one. But the Slurkle is the one that we're only going to be talking about. I've said the word so many times, it's lost all meaning. Pausing the game for us so that we could talk about nothing.
All right, let's do it, baby.
But now we are
We're
back
here.
and ready to get onto the Rift here for game number 3. And the fans here
I
as
was
well,
here.
certainly sounding pretty ready to get
Let's
back
do it,
onto
baby.
the Rift
Let's
for
do
this
it.
one. And what are the comps again, Kobe?
Well, we
got a
did.
Hui.
We did get the Hui coming in late.
The Hawaii. Yeah,
I
dude.
also- I just wanna
Hawaii
give
in this
credit
game,
to,
seeing that fucking
Hui
twink
himself,
in League of Legends
because
pisses
I
me
came
off.
into this series, I legit thought
Broken
that
ass
Owner
champion.
was going to be
Supreme
Owner versus Hui was gonna
scaling,
be the biggest gap.
super
Owner
boring to
was gonna
watch.
gap him. But Hui
I
has
don't
been
like-
so good.
I don't like that
Wukong
fucking
game,
twink at all.
Definitely outclassed him. And so let's see if Hui, as the Gyos go out.
I like seeing Rumble. The Shy on Rumble is a
Defense
treat.
getting loud.
That'll be
Their
really
first
good.
taste of victory
I mean,
was pretty
Faker on
sweet.
Annie is just
here
like,
in
dude,
game
why are you
number 2.
wasting him?
And that does mean they won one of
Doran
the
with,
games, and the
you
other
know,
game they were
that's
winning for
fine.
80%
Doran
of
and that character
So it's
on
looking
Galio's
pretty good
fine.
for IG
Jin
at
Zhao,
this stage.
owner
I
Jin
don't know
Zhao's
whether
pretty
I'm
good,
ready
so I'm
to
excited
go
to see
full
that.
Raz on
Guma
it.
Yusi and Lunara,
But
they're basically,
certainly
he's going to be the
moves
hard
in a
character. It's going to be the
positive
Guma game
As Carrier gonna
for
spot the
for
Shy
them.
moving down towards
T1
his bottom
wants the Guma
side.
game.
And it is going to be a lane swap, this time built by IG.
Another
And Carrier
fucking lane
does have
swap.
full
I think
information
if you do a
of
lane
what's
swap
going
at
on.
Worlds, you should be thrown out
Standing in this
back
brush. I don't know
and
whether
like
T1 are too worried about
slapped.
going into a lane swap type scenario because Yunara also wants to be scaling in this game.
Fucking
Maybe not
hate
as much as
watching
Smolder
lane
does,
swaps, bro.
and not quite as infinite.
I understand why they
So
happen,
maybe
but it's
feeling
just
better on
so
a few
fucking
items
annoying to
rather
see.
than less.
Yeah, I think this is smart from IG.
I
You
came
know,
here
you
to
get
see
to,
fucking
stack
Doran
the
versus
Smolder
the
really
Shy.
easily.
Like, come
If
on.
Smolder had to play into the
Guma and
double
Carrier
range
versus
lane
Galio
there
and
and
Mako.
deal
Like,
with,
come
The
on.
level 1 of Yunara is actually quite
Whatever,
strong.
whatever,
Two
whatever.
is so strong. Then I think this should help
There we
out
go.
the Smolder scaling
Big damage
and
for Faker.
stacking
Big
quite
damage.
significantly. Plus, you get out of the Galio Rumble answer there.
Ooh, Slurkle flies forward. but
Pop and heal
managed to
already.
find the
Always a
Shy.
good sign.
So I guess we'll see. How much will the payment actually be?
At
this
least
time
Guma
around?
Yusi can get like a
Caitlyn
free lane
Palmer was
here.
able to get
So we can
3
see
plates,
Lunara like,
worth of payment
obviously I'm
for the lane swap.
rooting for T1
And I
to
do
carry
feel
the
like
lane.
Caitlyn is.
I mean,
the
I like IG as
quintessential
well,
I'm
but
going to
dude,
destroy your turret
I want to
performance,
see
right?
Faker,
Like, that's the
you know,
champion
be
that she
crowned the
is.
GOAT
Yunara,
once again.
Not necessarily quite as
Number
much
4
that.
LCK
And
team
once
just
the
comes
Shy
in
hits
and
level
wins the
6,
entire thing.
it's
That'd
gonna
be great.
Even
I
more
love that
difficult
shit.
To get lane states in positions that you want just because of the flexibility.
Call
that
me a simple
Equalizer
bitch. I'll
gives
agree with you.
Now we do have a roam over from Mako though.
Oh,
A
gank
little
the
bit of
Faker.
an angle, hanging out in the fog of war for now to see where the Faker is going to move forward.
Team
Down
comp wise,
relatively low.
IG has
Now
a
Mako
simpler
going to
and
show
easier
himself.
to
Molten Shield
do
comes out.
team
There's the
comp.
flash, but it's not quite early
Ooh, he
enough.
was trying to lock
As
him
the
down
jump
in
comes
tower.
through, but Faker
That was a good
is
try
going
by
to live,
Faker.
but still,
That was a good
Flash
try.
employed. That is a big deal. The Shy now in trouble as well. Gumushi presses Q and does a bunch of damage. Not quite enough. The Shy will survive.
That is a nice value window for Mako because
Yeah,
not
big
only
money
do you
for
get the
Mako.
flash, but also the Zenith Blade still following and connecting means a lot of follow-up damage there. They still get the stun. They get
And he
big
didn't
chunk
even
onto
have to flash
Annie,
out,
and
so he
Annie
still
with
has
no
flash.
and receiving a large chunk makes it even more difficult.
Mako
here
didn't
to
pop
deal
flash.
with poke
Faker
around mid
did.
lane. And we
Huge
see
W for
Vi's
them.
going mid lane, but Owner's bottom, and they're going for it.
Yeah, Mako's going to turn up here as they're at least looking to gank a plate towards his bottom side.
They got the
as
plate,
there is the knockup,
they
and
got
down
the
goes
first
Shy.
blood,
There's first
and it's a
blood.
clean
Owner
dive.
on this Zin's out. This is what
It's
we
a
wanted to
clean
see out
dive.
of this guy. As now Mako could be in trouble as well, but instead T1 going to take their prize and back away. We're
Power of a
moving
very good
towards this
played
bottom
level
side
4
as
Zin's
we
out.
say it. And IG, they get a teleport
I need to play
in,
more
but remember,
Jhin.
that's a turtle
Jhin
port.
is a
It's gonna
really
take
good
a
like
while to get
character
there.
that I type that I
And
play.
there's a handshake.
I haven't played
Mako
Jhin
very
in a
polite,
while,
but
but like, you know,
Not going to be able to stop the
AD
back here of Ono,
diving,
who
you
is
know,
now back
big
towards the top.
invades, big
Dude,
fighting.
how clean
I'm
is Carrier?
good at those
I mean,
characters.
They go for the,
I like those characters.
The plate, like you say, like,
I
oh,
really
we're
just
just
play
mining
Udyr
some
there.
gold off your turret, don't mind
Yeah.
us, and then Carrier moves up, he slides
I have
the
to keep Jin
handshake
Zhao in my
through
mind.
right onto the Shy.
Character
gets
I've
the
not played in
rumble,
a long
They lock
time.
him up and immediately delete him.
Dog shit scaling.
And the
though.
bailout gives you so much freedom to do that if you can guarantee the kills. As Carrier, speaking of kills, this could be another one that Mako just going to try and zone him away from the turret. Get the
he wants
Shy
that experience,
some
man.
much
Carrier
needed
wanted that
money.
experience.
And now
He stayed a very
Looking to
long
put some
time.
Pressure on. Gumushi makes his
He
way
was
back.
able to
The
pressure.
2v2 has reformed as Slurkle actually getting more value than it normally does. Carrier down below 50% though. This is a difficulty as the minion wave
Gumushi
also
is
being
alone on the
frustrating.
turret.
And IG will need to back away.
He at least
Gumushi
gets the
towards
free
the wave,
farm
which is
and the
exactly what he
soul lane
wanted.
XP.
Right.
That's actually
So
pretty big for
CS,
Guma.
Carrier
Okay,
is
Carrier's
fine.
back.
Of course, Carrier has no summer spells after the dive.
He decided he had
A
enough health to
little
come
bit
back.
Careful there.
Yep, zapping down the wave is Guma.
Nice. They got a lot of last
And
hits.
if we have a look at the CS margins between the two bottom laners, although one of them is missing, it is pretty
First
close.
Drake fight.
Zenith Blade going to connect, but already a lot
And
of damage
Faker's dead.
onto Mako, but
Faker was
is already
in a
dead.
little
Ono
bit too
gets
deep
the
there.
knockup and takes down the
Ono was
Leona.
able to trade, so it's not a bad thing.
Gumushi moving in as
They were able
well.
to pop a
Wind
lot
becomes
from their
lightning, doing
team,
so much
so
work.
I think
And the
Guma
handshake
could carry this
holds on to the
fight.
Shy. As now IG looking to turn it
Ooh,
around.
that was a
He's got
really
to
good
silence
flash.
himself. Carrier gets taken
Ooh,
out. They
man.
traded for the rumble, then the
Owner got
bailout.
rezzed.
It secures Owner
That's
his life, and he
huge.
gets himself out of there. Gumushi
That was a
deal
huge
with
W
Rookie,
for
whose
T1.
way He's getting a bunch of work done. The flash
And he's
forward
got the kill.
from
Guma's got the
Guma,
kill.
he's
Oh, never mind.
crazy.
Dude, I didn't know he had flash.
And Rookie's going to be able to get himself out of there, but man,
Flash for
Guma
flash.
is angry about
It
what
could have
happened
been a
in
kill
game
for
two.
Honestly, I
for-
love the action in this
for
series.
Gumushi.
It is getting
This
bloody
is
in
an
game
action-packed
3, and
one,
it's
man.
very heavily
They're at
in
least not
favor of
sitting on their
T1
ass.
This blood, Atlas.
Yeah, the Shy is
They're going
unhinged,
in for fights.
Man, he just goes for anything that's a potential play. As now Faker eats another Zenith Blade, but now Carrier going to be moving
Carrier's
over
here.
alongside him.
And
But there's
Faker
the ulti out
is
of Rookie
actually
doing
dead
so
again.
much work
Oh
with the
my
bailout.
God.
Can they actually keep him alive?
Holy
the answer is no.
shit.
Rookie gets the kill. And this way could become a problem as this game goes on.
The level 6
Fucking
advantage
fuck,
for
this is
Rookie
oh
here.
my God,
They're
dude.
able to take down Faker in the aftermath.
I
just as we're
fucking
saying,
hate
oh wow,
that
all this
fucking
blood,
twink
T1
that Rookie's
benefiting.
playing.
They just had
I like
previously
Rookie.
an over
I don't like the
1,000
fucking
gold lead,
character
but it gets chopped down
that he's playing.
immediately as Mako and Rookie were able to answer. So Alice,
Guma
taking
took a really
stock.
bad trade there.
After all the skirmishes here, through the river, Owner
He took a
benefiting
brutal
lot,
trade.
but Owner now under attack. He gets teleport.
He got the crab.
All right, here we go, here we go.
In here from Carrier to try and back
Owner's
him
got
up,
some good
and now the
damage.
grand entrance, the
Got a roam
hero's
coming in from
entrance,
top lane,
going to
Doran.
come on through Justice Bunch to
And
catch up
he-
to
yeah,
Mako.
he got
Bear
it.
is thrown down.
Nice,
Faker's like,
nice.
You can have my bear.
That's worth
I'm
it. They
just
should
gonna
get
go back
break
to the
here.
wave.
Yeah, a little vengeance.
Smolder
there
is
from the
slowly
mid
getting,
ganks
like,
that
crazy
Mako's been
farm, though,
throwing
man.
towards Faker's way.
He is
Gets
farming.
the bear over the wall.
And he went the
secures
stacking item as well.
Kill here onto Mako
So-
and probably secures this
Forgot the name
dragon.
of it.
Meanwhile, I do want to say that point out, look at that top lane because the mini map there,
Yep,
Smolder has
Smolder.
been having a very easy time.
He's
up
just
alone.
chilling,
We
he's
haven't had
just
the
getting
camera
some
up here
money,
by
he's
Gala.
stacking
That's
his
what Smolder
passive.
wants,
That's
then
all
a
he
matchup
cares
versus
about,
melee
bro.
champ, stacking away.
He's not going to
and,
do
good
anything for
experience
25
for it. Wait,
minutes.
Oh dear,
And
handshake
then he'll,
comes
like,
on back
fucking
through here
solo win
onto
the game.
Shy. Equalizer goes down. There's a Crescent Guard as Owner trying to keep himself alive.
Oh,
He gets the smite down onto
really
the
good
dragon.
escape from IG.
As now they go in, Way looking for the engage angle, but the bailout is going to be there. Gumushi
Good.
keeps himself
Big
alive.
bailout. Huge
And Mako
bailout.
will be able to
And they
take
can
him
turn
down
the
with
fight
help
and get
of
2 more.
Rookie off to the side. The Shy on no health.
Yeah,
As Faker
Mako's
will once
dead.
again claim some revenge.
Maker-
One
there you go.
little
Like
Q is
Faker,
going to
huh?
be enough to do it.
got the
And
Shy.
Owner takes down
And-
the
and,
Shy
yeah, they got the Shy as
underneath
well.
his turret, and so
No
they
doubt,
get
no
the
doubt.
Drake and they win out in the fight.
Owner goes
Huge
for the chase.
fight
He
for T1.
flashes for it.
They got the
5
Drake as
kills
well.
for Owner.
That's a big Xin Zhao.
I reverse cursed. I opened up the game saying, oh, wow, way. All right, well, here we go. Owner, he had a good
That's
ultimate
big.
there, so he popped away back.
Vine
with
just
his
feels
Crescent
so
Guard, then
useless
goes
right
back
now. I
and
think
gets
Vine
the
needs a
dragon.
buff.
And then,
Like,
as you say,
anything
this
that
is not a
Vine
bailout.
does,
It's been
every
buying
other
so much
character
time.
does better
So many of these
in the
skirmishes
bruiser
did revive
category.
Guma, even though
And
Rookie
I
still
love
gets
Vine,
stagnant
man.
and
I
takes
used to
down.
play so much
Huge for
Vine.
T1. They collect
She's
the other
so
kills.
weak
Now
right
we're gonna
now.
get to see the
She did
Owner
not deserve the
part of it.
nerfs.
Probably just W flashes. Yep. W flashes, hits it, goes under tower.
And I think they need to like revert the damage nerfs that they gave her. She doesn't deserve any damage nerfs. She's so far behind all the time now.
2-0-2 is Rookie. Is still in
You still make her work, but like she's just so much harder to make work. Especially because her first clear is so fucking slow.
To respect the Annie stun.
Like even like a 5 base AD buff would be huge.
Yeah. At the very least, he did invest in a Dark Seal, so that's always nice.
That's true.
When the game is this bloody.
Yep.
And you can
Yep.
get that
Faker
extra
Dark Seal is a
value.
good idea.
But definitely, like you're saying,
He just has to
does
play
need to
safe,
scale
play
up a bit
back,
with this champion.
pop his shit all the
Some more
time.
AP behind it.
Smart play.
And they've got that Gala stacking away on Smolder. 85 stacks for him.
And Jin Zhao and Galio are frontline here. So he can do it. He doesn't have to, like, you know, go for any risky plays as Annie here.
And they've been opting into a lot of things, like even skirmishes, when they're always going to be a player down at this stage of the game. And so, honestly, it feels like it could be a lot worse.
IG should not be fighting at any point unless they get, like, a free pick.
As we crest the 10-minute mark.
Like, they have Smolder, who's splitting the entire game. They have Rookie, who is scaling, and scaling well, but, like, he's scaling. All they have to do is wait the game out. Just don't die.
Picking some petals, moving towards
That's the way I see it. That should be IG's team con, or like win con. When in doubt, don't fucking die.
Plate's going to be eradicated from this top lane outer turret.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is when I was talking about
respond to dives,
expecting from Owner.
farm,
this was more,
under tower.
Along
That's
those
it.
lines of what we're kind of
they fought a Drake. They didn't need to.
He's got this big gold lead. Early Sundered Sky completed is always makes you like the king of Summoner's Rift for junglers.
They give you Smolder, you're automatically just giving up the early game, unless their
pressure,
team just
back around here,
throws into Smolder over and over.
Sure that they are going to have the extra push right back in, and then can finish up the camps.
Yep, Mako now going to be holding this wave so the Gala can collect as many of these minions as possible. And
dude.
That's a big
the damage from that
combos,
fucking twink is insane.
It really does a whole lot of work. And it's kind of cheating, right? You get double equalizers in fights as well.
Yeah.
If he presses the right combo.
Yeah, it's not fun for Annie.
I absolutely hate the character
so
wave. Dude,
Faker,
again, it's so easy to hit that shit.
But as you can see,
on Wei.
normally, Faker doesn't have too much trouble against the LPL. And you can see also that it's not always
Wei's
3
broken,
zeros.
bro.
It's not clean, but he gets it done in the end. And as we can see right now, T1 in a pretty good position
it's
to
a
get
smart
themselves
pick.
towards match point.
He's playing it well, but like, Jesus.
There are some players in IG that have had...
One reason I actually like ban Wei whenever he's in like remotely close to the meta. I just don't want to see that shit. He's like so many slows, the on-command fear, everything. It's so good into Udyr.
Gala and Wei, who were able to take down Faker in 2022, of course. A lot of the victories that we saw in the head-to-head between Rookie and Faker was group stages, things like this. But Mako, Gala, and Wei have done a whole bunch of work. And Mako, of course, back over 10 years ago at MSI, the very first one.
Also want to point out that it was important that Faker had Keria on speed dial on that last, Wei ultimate that he soaked under tower.
Yeah, Keria pop redemption just to save Faker.
Please immediately redeem me.
Keria's the GOAT, bro. Like, oh my god.
So he was able to
He's
survive
so
that,
good.
But yeah, it is...
Keria has saved Faker and bailed him out like 4 times in this game.
Creating the pressure. Still, though, Owner is massive.
Granted,
with those 5
it's what he's
kills, so
supposed to do,
work
but like, holy shit.
in tandem with the duo lane there.
If Keria was not in his game, this game would be over already.
The benefit of all these early skirmishes that they have been able to get for themselves and use that power.
It's a good trade.
Yeah. Speaking of power,
good trade by Doran.
Exactly what T1 wanted as far as this matchup is concerned. Galio has been historically pretty good.
Finally, he's playing decent into Trump. He's getting top lane versus top lane. This is the matchup I wanted to see, TheShy versus Doran.
Feel a lot better in the matchup as well.
Faker's losing that trade hard.
Going to be pressed, and you can see the Rookie feeling very good about his position in this game.
Even more.
As you mentioned before, Owner, he is going to be able to take down this dragon. Let's see whether this is going to be the season.
That's done.
Will
He's
actually
dead.
work, and it does.
All you do is lock him down in a turret.
Timmons
Rookie gets the
angry,
easy,
but he is just
you know,
50 gold
whatever
going
that
over to
fuck that
IG
twirly
at
shit
this
is
stage.
called.
Is now Gala sneezes on the minion wave. Owner comes on over, but they have full information as to what's happening. And with Rookie and Wei unlocked from the mid lane, there is no way.
Yeah,
that
Owner can't dive this at all anymore.
Ooh, yeah, they defend the bottom side and they delete the mid lane there.
Like Gala
That
had
was
so
very
much free
nicely
time.
done. Super easy for IG. Rookie here on the way. Looks like he's going to scale pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He's going to be accelerated in that scaling endeavors. Almost a 2,000 individual gold lead. And we mentioned the early Dark Seal with all these extra stacks, so much extra power. Blackfire Torch been completed. Lots of damage behind this champion. And if you're looking at how the comps are going to interact later, even though T1 had this big early gold lead, Not only did that get chopped down,
T1's early gold lead is gone, completely gone.
So, IG
all of their advantage by Jin Zhao is probably going to do nothing for them.
Really quickly stacking,
which sucks.
Here, 145 already.
They're going to have to rely on Guma, and Guma's decently ahead. But like, you know,
super quick. Their Hui, like
Smolder
we said,
scales.
is rich and is doing very well in the opener. So, you know, you're going to get to that rapid fire cannon point for Smolder really quickly. So then you can use your like rapid fire poke, your Hui poke, and as long as Vi chooses correct timings, Vi and Leona,
shit, all Vi has to do really is just ult anyone who dives on Smolder.
They're gonna have to choose
and Y, really and then you're good.
They are at the range disadvantage, and you just kind of like gotta go for it.
You kind of just play backline defender sweeper.
Owner might be able to do that. I mean, he is very strong on Xin, and maybe can find a way to just kind of bully himself in there and get a Galio ult on top or something.
See whether he can find an angle. Of course, Xin Galio has been a combo that T1 have used many, many times in the past. It's not often the Doran on the Galio combo, but Wei's going to make his way down towards the bottom side, and Doran on the Galio
Doran's
is
dead
on
here.
Our screen, but not for long, as TheShy is going to
very not good play to push out.
Just checkmate
but
as the jungler walks in.
Ooh.
Yep. Nicely done. Pretty easy there. They knew that T1 were on
Jin
the top
Zhao did
side
get
of the
Herald
map,
for it, though.
Collecting those grubs. 3 grubs for 1 Doran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that trade?
All the grubs. It's not bad.
I'd say it's probably not
they
necessarily
can't
the
take
best,
first turret off this, so it's not really too big of a deal.
That is the small dragon
whereas
that is here on the top side. I feel like IG
I don't think
found
top is
stability.
diveable.
And they've also
they're
found
just
themselves
backing
a slight
out.
gold lead.
Trying to save mid here from Y.
In T1's favor is the fact that they've stacked up 2 Drakes, and Hextech Soul is ludicrous. We have not
it's Hex Soul.
necessarily seen
Okay.
it be,
So it's the strongest soul in the game.
But it does certainly
That's
help out.
that's in favor of
And
T1.
Gumiushi on this Yunara
You're able
has
to
not
stack
necessarily
Drakes,
had,
get that Hex
those
Soul.
big team fights
They'll be in
to
actually a
really
decent
prove
position to
himself
come
just
back.
yet. We'll see whether he will be able to get that space in order to do so. Because he not only has bailout available, but he also has the Galio there with a heroic entrance. He's got this Xin Zhao who's mega
To
fed
protect the
to help
Guma
stand in
comp.
front. See whether it is going to work. As once again,
One thing they might want to do is after owner dives in for, you know, whatever pick he's going to try to get in the early part of the fight, just have him back out and just protect Gumiushi. Whoever's jumping on Guma, just beat the shit out of him. That's it. That's all you have to do. Usually probably going to be Vi. Owner has the advantage here.
They're walking down the red carpet.
Good flash, but it's not enough.
And there's the knock-up.
There it is. There it is.
Down goes TheShy.
Shove top, get first turret.
For this rumble, but
maybe
killing TheShy.
they don't have the
win
wave.
Condition? I don't think so. Unless, although I don't think.
I think this would have been a good time to shove.
As Zenith Blade goes,
you want to at least get the first turret.
He's going to be immune to flash out from Faker. Doesn't want anything to do with that solar flare. It's way able to get over the top as well.
But you know, Jin Zhao wants to keep up his farm at the same time.
That is really
I would have shoved.
To be able to get the flash down on Annie, because if you're looking at
he thinks he can shove without Jin staying.
Force on IG and
well, we'll see.
Distance to that range
They're
advantage,
right. I was
the
wrong.
tower does go down in favor.
Oh, they lost first turret for it. I was right.
Who won? Was that T1
if Jin Zhao stayed top, they would have gotten first turret easy.
The shoes did go over to T1, so they, I believe, were able to lock
huge
that one up.
blunder.
Though, without the flash, like they're
huge
really
blunder.
On flash,
Holy!
On the side of T1
they could have had the feet at least for nothing. Losing Gromp for the feet.
So powerful,
whatever.
So.
You take that every day.
There is Rookie finding some pot shots.
I don't know why T1 didn't do that.
Long range
poke.
Gala already starting to do damage here as the redemption comes through. To get the health bar back up and ready here for Onan. They have to be decisive. And they are going to be so. As the ulti comes on down there from Onan.
That is
taking a lot of damage
so much AoE.
The
and they dodged most
of
of it
them away from,
from IG.
IG
actually missed a lot of their AoE.
Into
they have so much. You can see that work in late game.
Is going to turn up.
Potentially horrifically.
It's going to be an honest 5v5. The equalizer is there for TheShy. We'll see whether he
dive
can
versus the disengage and AoE and slows.
As Gumiushi
damage over time and all that shit.
And find an angle as they are able to take down the dragon. There's Soul Point, but there is the equalizer down as well from IG.
All they have to do is win one more Drake fight. That's it.
The bear is going to crash.
Oh, Shy's out. Shy's dead.
Gumiushi grabs a kill in the fight.
Big turn for T1. Huge turn. And again, look at Carrier's health bar. Carrier has like 200 health.
Right into Tibbers, right
maybe
into
less.
T1. They actually get
did
all
everything
of their kills.
perfectly.
3 people
Holy
down on the side of
fuck,
IG.
Caria.
T1 are going to just
Really well played
explode
for that
with the gold
Galio
here.
ult, too.
Yeah, this tower is going to
God
explode
damn.
as well, Kobe. Down this one will go. And Gumayushi is the hugest benefactor out of that fight. He already had 2 items completed. We have Doran crashing Shelly into a wall because why not?
You just want to get out of there.
And now the Yunara Smolder conversation gets a little bit different.
Yeah.
As she is now sitting on 3.
Yunara has enough damage to actually be able to take on Smolder.
This is where you also want the comms listening. Okay, so Wei initially tries to go for the steal there, and it costs him his
Watch
flash
Caria
on the
this
way
fight.
out. But then they walk forward. TheShy is so far away from the whole rest of the team, and they're going into
Caria
Owner
does,
and,
like, he's just tanking.
Doran
He's just,
in the
you know,
pit, who are
popping his
both
skills
tanky.
every single way he
And
needs
they're
to,
fine in
and he
the back of
survives
the
with, like,
pit, so
20
TheShy
health.
just
Actually,
gets
it's
blown up by
close
the
to, like,
other members
20,
of
10
T1 on
health
the
or
top
something.
side, then the rest of IG like
That's
funneled
all he had to do.
themselves into
Huge.
the bad spot, right into
Everyone
the
played that
Galio ultimate
fight well on T1.
That's in a great circle
But, like,
itself inside
Caria,
of the Dragon Pit.
Caria popped so much on him.
That was
Speaking of
and
circles,
survived.
the Spiraling Despair was only on Caria.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he went down to like
The entire
2
Spiraling
health,
Despair, the
and
big
then
AoE.
didn't even die.
He tanked that.
From that point on, Rookie had no mana, was not actually able to participate at all. And
Yep.
now we've moved to a 3,000 gold lead, and Soul Point, and Artican is on the map.
I think T1 is in a
are
good
looking
position
for an angle in, but
here.
IG do manage to
If
get
you're
a
able
few
to
extra
win all
members
these
down here
objectives
early.
before
Truly a head
Smolder
scratcher there
and
from
why
IG. T1
fucking
very
scale,
happy, though. Owner is
you
7
negated
kills,
like all the
fully
advantage for
stacked bounty
IG.
on his head. He's got his upgraded boots as well. Both items.
Early
so,
game was a
yeah,
little
they
bit
want
of a
force
blunder
round
for
Otacon.
T1 too.
T1 definitely.
You know, besides
would like
Jin
another
Zhao
skirmish
just
here
like, you know, making a gank, making it work, and
afterwards.
doing
His
good.
Galio ult has a little bit longer on a cooldown.
Everything
so maybe not
else was
immediately.
rough
They
for
could wait
T1.
for Doran's cooldown here for Galio ult to come up.
Shy had a
force.
free lane.
They do look at that
Gala
angle
was
as
super
they do
free
have
lane.
heroic
Like, oh
entrance
my
able to
god,
move
dude.
him from the mid lane, so extra pressure available here for T1 as the Chu goes wide.
They were absolutely like fucking
Snare is
bullying
gonna connect onto
Faker.
Owner, but damage onto the Xin Zhao isn't exactly the most permanent. Okay, the
That's a good
from
flash.
Owner, he finds the
Good
knockup, they
ult.
chase after Gala,
Pop
redemption.
in,
Can he
and
get
he's
the
dead.
kills? Hostile takeover
Oh,
comes up through
maybe he's not dead.
as
Oh, he was close.
Gala's surviving for a very long time. The
Okay,
block
Jesus,
from
okay, he's
Gumayushi,
dead.
though, puts him down.
God
And Rookie
damn.
will follow suit.
That was a
Both
really
carries
good play
in
by
the
Owner.
blink
Owner
of an eye,
fucking
and this
owned that
one
fight.
is
Jesus.
firmly in T1's hands now.
T1 won another fight around Otacon.
That was
and
good.
They
Get that
their
free Otacon.
fight. Nice initiation
Free
there.
games,
They're going to get the
free
prize
Otacons.
afterwards
Every
as
game.
well.
Even the loss was
And man,
they
if
got
you're like-
Otacon.
When I was looking at this composition, I
Otacon was how
wasn't
they
thinking
turned the first game.
Flash auto was going to be the engage option, but that's exactly what Owner was going for. As Gala does get
That was
knocked
good. That
away
was really
to
well
relative
played.
safety.
Owner
but he had no help.
Owner
He
just
couldn't
solo
fight it.
engaged that fight, just made it
Caria's
work.
ultimate does follow, and then Guma's like, I got
Good
this.
follow-up, too.
Goes in with the flash, with the dash, closes the distance to chase down the rest of them.
Like,
And
being
Owner
able to
so
force
much
a
better
game
of a game this
against
time around. You know,
three
charges up his
scalers
three-talent strike,
as Jin
preps
Zhao
for the
feels
engage,
so
goes
rough.
for the flash,
But when you're able to make it
gets
work,
the
god damn, it
initial
feels good.
flash out of Gala there, making
Oh,
the
shit.
Smolder vulnerable to the follow-up
That was good.
engage from T1. And
They probably
just
win this year.
throw it wide open. IG had been stacking so well.
I don't
mean, now
see
Smolder,
a world where
you
T1
know, is
loses at this
236.
point. All they
but
have to do
they've lost
is
all this
survive
big,
until
you know, advantage of
fourth
gold that
break,
they had and all of
not do
everything
anything
that was going
stupid,
for
not
IG.
throw.
Now it's T1 with
Get
very
fourth
large
break,
item
get
advantage
soul,
off
then
the
they have
gold,
so much
and
free
Dragon
power.
Soul coming
Yeah, 5k
imminent.
gold lead, exactly what
And
they had.
Hextech Soul
Yep.
will mean that this poke composition is going to struggle a little bit to maintain their position, right? Because it's all about holding on to the phalanx, you know, hold the line.
Hold the line.
Whoopsie, it's
Oh,
going to be,
Owner kind of throwing.
leaving Owner out to
Owner
dry.
throw.
Now Gala flaps
There we go.
over the wall. It's so much
He still
damage,
almost got a
though.
kill, but
Still, Circle
that
not
was
gonna be
kind of
saving the
he
Zinzao, and that is
misclicked. He
shut
clicked
down
like
money
here
over
instead
to
of on the
Rookie.
portal, and he didn't take the
Hex
portal.
technology is dangerous. Atlas.
He didn't take the
They
portal. The
warned us
only chance
against
to
this in Arcane.
He learns
only
about
chance
it
he
from
had to take the
Arcane. It's
portal.
now Rookie. Oh no, you should have learnt about it as well. Doran going to be able to finish him off. He's now in an awkward
It's a fair
position,
trade.
but they don't have to deal with the Wii, who's such a problem.
Oh my
Faker
god,
finds
and he
the
is
angle
bursting.
under the rumble,
Faker has
and
enough damage to actually
somehow
burst
their
now.
most fed
And he
member
went
dying
like
turned
relatively
into an
tanky with
inhibitor.
Rylai's.
Yeah, T1 are just going to flash on you. Everyone flashing over walls here. Doran flashes in.
There you
Faker
go.
flashes in. T1. They
Jesus.
actually even take. Wait, Dragon's going down.
Yep, they were looking for
That
the dragon
soul-
here. Hostile takeover
Wait.
will be avoided for now,
Maybe.
but it's a double taunt beautifully placed. Here
Okay,
by
okay,
Doran.
Vi was able to
It
get
is
that.
Wait
Vi all in
denying
for
the
that.
soul. But they also managed managed to get themselves out. The Hex Gates are going to come on through as well.
Hex Gates, yep, they actually got out. What? Faker's turning around. He wants to get him.
The highway robbery. I don't think it's going to save
Faker
the
on the
game.
minimap. He can't dive it. He can't dive it. What the fuck? How did Wake get out?
Faker says, yeah, fool me once.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, maybe?
Gets way over the wall.
No,
Jin's
out.
Has respawned and will be able to take down the Vi. Wants to be able to hand the kill over, but isn't going to do so.
That's
will be able to
funny,
secure
man.
it here. 18-8 is the kill score. There's been a
that
lot
was
of
a
deaths
hero
in this
play
game,
by Wei and Gala.
Casting with you
Hero
is always
play.
fun, Atlas, but
They had to save the soul
this
and like not give up too much.
Is this what they call the T1 circus?
No, this is called Rise Group, baby. That's what we like to call it. T1 has decided to give us a little bit of a taste from the LCK, and we appreciate it. They were, of course, in the Legend Group, but this has Rise all.
Rise Group versus Legendary. I don't know what that
so
means. That's some like that's some LCK shit.
The extra layer.
That's some Korean bullshit. I don't know, man. I don't want that.
After
If got Soul Game, would have been over instantly. Exactly, yeah. Dude, even in Worlds, if you're losing this hard and then you lose fucking Hex Soul, you might as well just like
IG though,
FF.
they did a good job of avoiding the first one.
Have I don't think you can FF
on the way out too.
at Worlds.
So,
I'm pretty sure you can.
Gala, as we
Without,
mentioned,
like,
with
that would be a
this
time you
folder
might,
still could be,
attempt to do so.
A problem, of course, with all the extra gold that T1 got with, the last like 10 minutes of play or whatever, is going to make it a lot more interesting.
Certainly will. Gumayusi does have his Bloodthirst now completed, so 3 items are done for the Yunara.
Okay.
Still probably
Bloodthirst on
wanting to
Yunara.
get one more to feel fantastic, but still looking good. 2,000 gold in the lead. But we know, I mean, it's Smolder. Like, infinite scaling is a thing that we're going to have to deal with later and later into the game.
Smolder is the
So
only
T1
reason the
still
game is
feeling
like
that
not
clock
completely
does
over.
exist.
Hawaii and
5,000 gold is
Smolder,
pretty good for
2
25
Giga Scalers,
but it doesn't
one of
look
them
good
being
for
the
35
ultimate
minutes.
twink.
And so let's see what kind of
With
moves
White.
T1 are going to be able to make.
That's
As
the
Baron's
only
been
reason
up
they
for
haven't
2
given
minutes
up.
Time, and you can imagine they do want to claim control of the area, try and force this objective as best they can. Look for some turns. Hexgate's going to come on through here as Ona makes his way over. Gala up pretty far.
Yeah.
It looks like
Gala's got to watch out, man. If they all in him, the game's done.
Down onto Faker. Heroic entrance comes on in. Faker survives
Faker
for such a
is
long
dead.
time as it's jungler for mid laner. And I think T1 are feeling pretty good about that. No smite left on the rift.
This should be
T1
Baron.
back on the objective again.
TheShy have ult. Shy does have ult.
All right, hostile takeover comes through. The immediate cleanse out from Gala, though, who's doing a lot
Whiffed
of
his
work.
ult completely.
Just
Jesus
dives
fuck.
into the front line. I don't know whether that's a good call as the taunt
That's
is going to go
crazy.
wide. Now Gumayusi has to avoid everything as the ulti from
That might
He
be one of
goes
the
down
worst
into
ults I've
his
ever seen
GA,
TheShy do on
and
Rumble.
they take out Mako. I don't know how this is
And they're
working,
still
but
winning
it's
the
looking
fight.
pretty good at the moment for T1, but the shutdown comes in.
That's the scaling.
answer
The
from
scaling's already
Gala,
coming in.
And T1 will have to back away.
Holy shit.
Gala able to kind of clutch here.
Yeah,
I mean,
Gala clutch
honestly,
there.
I thought Owner was going to stay in when he revived from his GA. Maybe it's a miscommunication because Owner flashed out when Doran went in to go for the further engage onto Rumble.
That was 100%
so a little bit of miscommunication there.
They
for
were
T1
not on
in
the
a
same
clutch
page on
moment,
T1.
And it opens up
It's
the
not like
door
a
here
huge
for
throw, but it is a
IG,
throw.
Atlas. This
And it
is
closes the door on the T1 Baron, right?
Yeah.
Like that was
Yeah.
what they were looking for.
This should have been
It
T1
almost
Baron.
looked like they were able to claim it.
Mark
IG
Rumble,
end.
shove down Baron.
Oh man, I am so scared of Gala. This
Honor
little
just sent it.
dragon
Yeah.
just does so much
I
damage.
mean,
They started off the
he
Baron
threw.
themselves now, but they're looking
Like
for
that
a
was
turn
that was
angle.
not a good play
Gala
by Honor.
taking a lot of Baron damage as we can see. Doran getting in amongst it and immediately regrets that decision.
To be
Is
fair,
it
I don't know who
Flash's
made that call
way
on their
out?
team.
But that is a
Whoever
big
made the
cooldown. You
call on
mentioned
that
flash
to
engages
do that
are what
on T1
T1 are
side
all
made the
about.
wrong call.
That is not going to be available here for the Galio. Carrier moving on over. They want to take control of this as Carrier is well and truly far up in this.
Because,
lane
like,
as they
Rumble
look for the
missed his
Shy.
ult. That should have
Flashes
been a
out of the
free
way, the
fight.
taunt. That looks pretty good.
Guma is
He's able
winning
to
though,
finish
man.
him off.
Guma
Still
is
Rookie does so
Guma
much
died.
damage.
But he
He's
did
held
so
in
much
place
damage.
as
He
Wei
chunked down
says
2
no to
people,
Gumayusi,
killed
and
1.
he's so much more important to this team than TheShy is to IG. As long as Gala is alive, IG can win fights.
Oh man,
Exactly.
they have to commit so far to get the kill that then they're giving
Gala
back the
and
trade
Hawaii
kill
are
each
still alive.
time. And IG do get to push the minion waves after, and they still, like, they have objective bounties up for IG because of the 3 dragons, because of the gold lead for T1. Wait a second.
They're going to be face checking here as the Vault Breaker brings Wei in.
Jin
But
Zhao
he
wants some
likes
meat,
that
man.
Opportunity. As you can see, Rookie over to the side, and he's starting to do more and more damage.
If
with
he
double
had
burn
gotten
items now
onto
completed.
Hawaii instead of Vi,
Gala takes some wins of
that
war
could have
damage.
been a turn.
T1 able to back themselves out, but this is another opportunity.
See, this is like where you see the
perma slows.
perma-slows.
Like T1 are gonna get
see
denied.
how insane perma-slow is? God
they
damn.
just move towards the Baron.
Rookie slow into Gala slow
will be
into the Shy slow.
Away, but he's going to be out of position on a
man, if I was playing a
Baron
if I was playing Jin Zhao into this, I would feel
forward.
like I'm like in mud.
And
Walking
T1,
through mud.
This is looking so dicey.
Barefoot.
The gold lead is evaporating as we speak.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty fake gold lead because of how
With
well
the scaling,
IG,
it's an
scale
even
with their
game,
range
frankly.
later.
Like, genuinely.
Gala and Rookie
yes,
here on the
T1's still ahead 3,000 gold,
so
but there's so many
so
free stats for Hawaii, so many free stats for Smolder. It's an even game.
And all of the initiators
Baron bait?
do
Maybe.
not have their flashes anymore.
Yep.
So Gala can play so aggressively. His cleanse is coming back up.
And
Gala has scaled. Like Gala has already done most of the scaling.
Who does have his flash up, but flashing isn't going to help you when the Vi is definitely just going to throw you into the sky and slam you down. T1 are going to be pushed away from this river.
We need like a god tier ult from Carrier in order to turn this fight for T1. Like something that hits like, you know, 3 people or something like
that
that.
gold advantage, half of what it was when we were talking about it before.
Gumo will have to position like perfectly. This is gonna be a fucking weird game here, bro.
Guma might find an Infinity Edge soon.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So that would be something. That'd be
a lot of damage.
And he has been jumping in and collecting a lot of these extra kills here when T1 need to get scrappy. But the key flashes, okay, Owners is the closest to coming back up.
Yeah, his GA also.
If Owner has flash, he can make a play.
More than 3/4 done.
Atlas, Carrier has swapped over to a Smite.
This is a hype game, man.
Smite. Are they going to do some objective stuff here?
Some shenanigans,
perhaps?
Some
Maybe
shenanigans.
Into a position where they get a really good Renata ultimate or something for themselves?
I think this game is up to 5 games, right,
It's going to
Mr.
be the
Haig?
Baron because it's T1. They do like Barons.
Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can stay up for all the games.
As IG, they know this.
Is this up to 3 or up to 5?
Replace that ward. Rookie,
I don't know the way they're doing plans.
Staying around the area. And
area.
Clear out this wave towards the top side as well. T1, I think, getting ready for a play. Slurkle slows down the Vi here as the sneeze is going to come on through, but Gala is just getting so much more scary. 370 stacks.
Jesus.
The execute threshold is going to be 50%
fucking
soon.
lane swaps
at least
are so brutal.
Did get changed and nerfed.
Gala should have been in
you
the
do need
dumpster.
a lot more stacks than that. However, you know, as the game goes on,
But because
those
of lane
stacks get easier and
swaps, he was
easier
able to, you know,
as long as you
have
stay
it
fighting over and over
entirely
again.
free early game.
Total gold. It's going to be Gumushi in the lead, but Rookie hot on his
Hate
heels.
to see it.
As we can see here.
Not because of, like, you know, IG. That's fine. They made a smart play. I just hate seeing lane swaps. That's a really good pick.
There's just no option. He's staying alive for
really
a long time,
good
but
pick.
There's no
a lot of shields.
There's no option. And IG now just a man down and a smite down for this next fight.
But now the entire team is there. Gala's there. Everything was popped on Vi.
On the Baron once more. Doran, is he going to get turned on?
It's actually a very
risky
time.
Slows him down, and now Faker looking to chase them out of this.
Shy's ult is still up.
River.
He hasn't popped it. I don't know why he didn't pop it.
And the purple worm
I don't know what the fuck Shy was waiting for.
T1 managed to capitalize on Wei's mistake.
Good Baron for T1.
Huge
Big turn by T1.
Kill off the jungler,
good pick into
Baron. Now they can take so much more.
I think IG could have pressured harder.
They were going to have a problem. You know, CG
so I was concentrating on work. I don't remember what I asked. Don't worry about it, Hank. Don't worry about it,
Doran's got a mid-eyes, by the way.
Hope work is going well, brother. Thank you for hanging out during the work. I appreciate it, man. Always good to have you in here.
Some power there. All right, T1. Is this Baron going to be exactly what they need to actually tip it over? Because the next Dragon Soul that comes up is just over
best of 5.
Away.
Yep, that's
so
what I was asking. Is it best of 3 or best of 5? Yeah,
map.
I probably won't be able to stay up after this game. It's already 7 a.m.
Right? You don't have
like I want to stay up for the entire game. I just don't think I can.
That Soul Point is so incredibly important, and it's likely that T1 will be able to make it impossible for IG to contest around that Dragon Pit, especially when their composition is kind of finicky, right? You do need to get into position to really work so that Rookie can take these pot shots and utilize the vision advantage that he does have. As you can see there, if he can do it, Carrier almost dies. But things are getting dark on this map, and look at this. It's lit up completely by T1 and their vision.
Guardian Angel on Owner.
Time travel magic. Yeah, they added rewind, right? Do I have rewind set up here, Mr. Hay? I think they only gave it to certain streamers.
Trying to play around some pockets of vision, play around some walls. He's got his flash ready and willing to use it.
As Doran just going to be rocketing towards this bottom side of the map. TheShy going to be spotted out here as the fear is good.
No rewind yet? Okay.
Half of his health
I think maybe it's like only partner streamers or whatever.
Redemption, not actually going to be used for the Galio.
But you know how like you can, you know, pause and like go back like a minute or a few minutes on YouTube streams. You will soon be able to do that on Twitch streams as well.
As the
This is
teleport
nice.
to bring the
Finally, they're
Galio
doing
back,
that.
that might be the opportunity. This could be a 50-50. His owner in position, but he wants to start the fight instead. They take
Holy
down the
fuck! No one got the smite. Yunara got the steal. Holy shit!
Just throws the fire away, and Rookie goes
T1 should be able to win this now. That's huge.
Just steamroll them.
Guma got the soul, and T1 are gonna get the game. The
That's game.
Shy's running, but there's nowhere for
That's
him
game.
to flee. T1 will walk inside the base.
God damn.
Yep, they're just going to push this minion wave forward, and it looks like match point for T1. Our 4th seed from the LCK will crash down these Nexus turrets and see whether they can.
This series is crazy, man.
Make it to the
First
Swiss
pro
stage and
games
hold
I've
on to
ever
hope
watched
for
on
3 in a
stream.
row. We'll
And
take
this is
another
a
Nexus
crazy
going down,
set.
though, and IG,
Match
they do
point.
tend to like it on the ropes.
Man, I kind of want to stay up, dude. I don't know if I can stay up, but I kind of want to try. Like, this is a hype match. That was good, dude. That was real good. I'm going to try. That's my goat faker. Roach, we've been watching the entire series, bro. We missed you the entire night. I hope you're doing well, the lovely Roach boy. Welcome, my friend. The God King? Hey, man, he's my goat. He is my goat.
And you were talking about it. There it is. There's the Nocturne to be locked in.
Now they're picking.
Okay.
So it's Pantheon versus
how many
Nocturne
cool
jungles.
Nocturne comps can you come
Unless,
up with?
you know,
Nocturne
Pantheon's
is
going
just
top
so
lane or
fun
some
with
shit.
all these darkness comps.
Well, Ariana is missing, so we're not going to get that one.
Right. And so
We're
maybe
back
like
in time,
Kennen,
boys. We're
you
back
know,
in
you get this
time.
flanking Kennen. Nico's already been banned out from Fearless, so you can't do that.
Dude,
either,
we
but,
get to
like,
see
I
a
just
world's
love the types of
Pantheon,
comps
man.
that Nocturne encourages.
My favorite
See
one is
some,
like,
like,
the peekaboo
hardcore
composition
actual
where
bullies,
you just
bro.
pick Nocturne and TF.
Holy.
Okay, it's like turn out the lights and peekaboo.
I was gonna say I love Nocturne and Fiddlesticks.
Oh, that's
because
a
you
good
can turn out
Good
the lights and then you
old
get
Nocturne and
Fiddlesticks here.
Fiddlesticks.
double
Yeah,
jungle as well.
absolutely.
Well, yeah, you can do that as well.
As Gumiushi is going to lock in the Ashe. This is what we were talking about all morning. We were like, is someone going to play it? And you were pretty excited about the Ashe buff.
I swear Ashe right now with these scaling AD buffs is really insane.
Wait, I mean, Carrier could also be playing it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely the team that definitely pilot double range, aggressive bottom lane as well.
This is the T1 Kryptonite. The Ziggs has been locked in.
T1
Kryptonite
Kryptonite is Ziggs? Is that true?
But this is still a dangerous thing. Something that has tested T1 in the past. And Gala will now be piloting.
Diving into Ziggs and like diving through bombs. Yeah.
Side of the map.
I guess they're not good at that.
Nautilus alongside him as well. So showing their hand as far as that bottom lane is concerned.
And we've had so many lane swaps as well that even if you picked like a really strong duo lane, I feel like it would just get lane swapped out of. So
Okay.
I do like this.
Good theoretically.
Really good.
Lane as well.
Slows, really good stuns. We got some pop-ups, a lot of CC on IG's side.
Would be a mistake if you do intend to put Carrier
Rel on
the
3,
Ashe.
you think so?
Expect to see something else. Maybe a top laner that they can then protect.
Rel
the
would
fan
work
phase
well with
themselves.
Doran and Owner, picking what they
that is
picked.
the line of thought
And
that
you
they're
know, you
going
love
for
to
is
see
the
Carry on a
Ornn
game
will
player.
be locked away
Game player, sorry,
for most
playmaker.
likely Doran. We've
All
got
right,
two champions now,
Ornn got
Carrier can
locked in
theoretically
top
play.
lane.
I mean, if
That
we
makes
play
sense.
the game of like, hey,
Rel
Carrier can play
Ornn?
this,
Yeah,
then
honestly,
That'd
you
be
just have 5 champions
huge,
and then,
Mr. Hay.
You try and figure
It's
out
a
the most likely one.
dangerous game to play.
That'd
But
be big.
With Nocturne, these aren't the typical of like, ooh, you know, you like get a flanker or something with Nocturne, but long range engage of Ashe arrows and Ornn ults are also super
Aatrox
annoying when
ban?
the lights are out.
Yeah.
So you have these
we'll
super
see,
long
man.
range
You might be
pick
right.
potential on T1. Ashe arrows, Ornn ultimates, Nocturne.
And we were also talking about the fact that the engage options in the last game were relatively limited.
I mean, the
especially
Shy.
flashes. They're not
Rel
limited
got
anymore.
banned.
You know, everybody's got a
Rel got banned. You think they were? Yeah, dude. They were worried about the Rel pick. The Rel pick was a good idea, but they were so worried about the bandit.
Nautilus, I love like Ziggs combo kill, comps where point and click with
that was a good call.
Point and click with Pantheon as well.
I think if they hadn't banned it, they would have picked Rel.
Get big Ziggs combinations. So you could go kill combos, you hook somebody in, room in place, knock them back, satchel charge, big bombs.
Looks like you Gwen or Aatrox ban?
A little bit of global.
Maybe.
Too. Ziggs ultimate, semi-global, really good with
Gwen was banned already on T1 side.
A little bit easier. Yep. And Pantheon Ultimate, but let's catch up on here. They have
we have a couple of top laners
Ornn.
banned away. This is what we were expecting, protecting Doran's pick with the Gwen and the Yorick taken off the board. TheShy is not a player that I...
Yorick was banned as well. Gwen and Yorick were both banned.
So
to
I
protect
expect he's
Ornn.
able to find something, and the Aatrox is
Seraphine
the thing that's scaring
banned?
me the most. Seraphine and Rel going to be taken away from Barrier.
No, Rel I understand, but Seraphine, I don't know. Silas? Yeah, Silas is open.
Okay, never mind. The Maokai.
I don't think there's any fucking way they pick Maokai as well. I don't think there's any fucking way.
All of these champions.
Lulu makes sense.
Through the support pool at the moment.
There's no shot they're Sona.
See what does actually get locked in. The Sona would
Morgana makes sense.
T1 that
they're not doing
Sona
any of these.
versus IG
Lulu,
at MSI 2019
Lulu Morgana, something in
resulted in
Chantry.
the
Yeah.
16-minute
Lulu it is.
Loss.
That makes sense.
Like Jackie Love
Lulu
Draven,
and Ashe is fucking
And just to remind
annoying.
everyone, this is what I was
They
talking
have
about
two
before
divers
when
with
it comes
Lulu
to
ult
the
on them.
Ziggs. T1 currently
That's
0-5
good. That's a
versus the
really good team
champion,
comp for
in split 3 of the LCK. They have struggled
that
to
keeps,
deal with it.
I'm always about to say
It's
ING.
going to be the Lulu locked in, so anyone can kind of be a tank. And you were talking about Nocturne combos. This is a fun one as well. The wild
Jack's
growth
still open
on
for
top
IG.
of the paranoia coming in
means that Owner is not
I
only going to be
think
tankier,
like
but he
Ornn can
becomes
bully a
a
Jax.
large
Unless the
sword
Jax is like a
source of
god.
CC.
To be
You're
fair, the
exactly
Shy
right.
is one of the best.
It's like Malphite with extra steps.
Yeah.
Silas is open,
What
yeah.
if Faker
Dude,
then
Silas,
locked in Malphite himself?
Silas got locked
Double
in,
Malphite?
and
It's too much Malphite, maybe.
possible
And
Varus.
especially into Silas, because that's illegal. Mako thinking about taking
So
away
I think it's gonna be
Varus here
Pantheon
as
top,
well,
bro.
as we've got archery.
Pantheon
on the
top,
bottom side
Silas
of
jungle.
the map.
That's my
Rookie
thought.
Playing Silas to keep his world's dreams alive
Yep.
here in game number 4. And the answer
To be fair,
is going
either
to be
Silas or Pantheon can jungle here, but I think Pantheon would be much better into Ornn if the Shy feels like he can fucking big
Is
dick.
it a
The laning
top
phase.
lane, is it a top lane Varus into the Ornn, or is it a mid lane Ziggs Silas go to the top
I think
lane?
it's top. It's got to be top lane Silas.
I mean,
I feel like that's.
I've seen Merwin before.
That's a TheShy move.
Bro,
As
Faker's
Faker will lock in
LeBlanc
his
to
famous
win the
LeBlanc.
series.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Big
the man on the other
dick.
side of the rift
Biggest
is the
fucking
man
dick.
to give him
Faker
his
is
very first loss
pulling
on
it
the
out,
champion. Mako was
laying
there in
it on the
2015.
table.
As you can see,
If
Faker
I dare
looking a
T1,
little
dude, I will
flustered,
always go
looking
T1,
ready
bro.
to
I will
enter this
always go
series as
T1.
well, as these comps are
Oh my god.
Oh,
Always
baby.
pays us in. I didn't do
These
pick'ems or
certainly are fun.
anything.
So much kill potential.
Antichrist team of
And
IG. Yeah, dude.
LeBlanc getting buffed on this match, we
IG's
were like,
team
how
is
long are we gonna have to
fucking
wait to see the
psychotic.
LeBlanc? Well, we don't have to wait long. at all.
Oh
We got
shit!
Faker's LeBlanc.
Shy is going.
It
Oh
looks
my
like the
god,
Shy is
dude!
gonna hold
I
on
thought
to the
Shy,
Varus. If
dude.
we
I
do
thought
get-
Shy was gonna go
okay, so
Pantheon
now,
to that.
Are we gonna
Nah,
get
man.
now
He's going
out of
range.
this situation?
He's
Because
going range into the
this
top
is gonna
lane,
be a
bro. He's
real
going
roll of
Varus
dice.
bully.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. I would assume
Ooh, I didn't
it's
expect
more
that,
likely,
man.
that they are going to get that. As
Like, I hate
you
lane
were saying
swaps, but if I
where
was
the
T1,
champions
I
were
would
going,
lane swap
Toby,
this shit.
And I was wrong.
Jesus Christ.
It's been a
I
while
thought he
since
was going to
we've had the
Pantheon
Varus
big
top
dick
lane.
into Ornn, and it was
But
going to be
looks
like a fun
that's
matchup.
where, the
But
Shy
no.
is going to be going. So making sure they keep
You like
things
T1's draft?
confusing up
I like
until
T1's
the
draft
very
as
end.
well.
That was a triple
Yeah, I like
flex
both of their drafts.
until
I
the
can
very
see
last
the vision for both the drafts,
Okay.
bro. I can see the vision. And Paige is saying,
Merwin has a
welcome, buddy.
ripple effect.
Be sure to
Yeah, it's
keep an eye out for
powerful.
YouTube, my
I think
friend,
it
because
is
I will be
fitting
putting
that
these games
my
up on
League of
YouTube
Legends
as
client
well.
at least just
This is my first
spammed
time
a bunch of
watching
critical
Pro
errors.
League
Crash
on
right
stream.
now. It's like, what is
It's like
going on?
I cannot
IG
compute
scum?
this.
Hey,
My
look,
client just, force close. Okay.
It's
It
all right.
is to
Our
save their
observers,
game,
they
bro.
do
Range
not
top
get
laner? Hey,
spooked
I
by
agree with
things
you.
like that.
I'm a melee
As
top
we are
laner
to the
boy.
rift here for what
I
could be
agree
the
with
final
you.
game in the series,
But
unless
it's a
IG
smart idea.
Can make top
It's gonna be good
lane
worlds.
Varus.
I hope so.
And the Ziggs
Pacer, I hope
work.
so.
And odds are,
We did watch the
Ziggs into
world
T1
song. I'll be
is a
putting that
pretty
video
good
up
way
like after
to
stream
deliver
ends
us some silver scrapes, but it
because
has
I
to
have
happen
thoughts on the
now.
world song.
See whether they can
But hopefully,
deny
like, dude,
T1.
this first
Gyos
series
are going
is
to echo
insane.
through the
Pace was
stadium.
saying. This first series
So,
is
first-
insane.
Varus top lane.
I might watch a lot more
history.
Worlds live with you
there we
guys,
go.
if you guys want.
I would also like to point out that although
This is
Baker's
fun to
LeBlanc
watch with you
did
guys.
suffer that loss
If you guys
to
want to
Mako,
see more,
at
keep an
MSI
eye out when I'm
2015,
live.
It is still an
It is
80%
Worlds.
win rate.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
50
Fiddling with my tie.
wins over his career on it, only 12 losses, and
Dude,
did just get
seeing
distortion
Faker's
damage
LeBlanc
buffs.
to try to seal the deal
Distortion
here
and the Mimic
is so
distortion
big
also
dick.
benefited.
Triple teleport on
And
IG,
even though it
yeah,
wasn't on the same
exactly,
patch,
exactly.
we did recently
Hey,
have
seeing a good
TheShy,
Pantheon jungle
and
even after the
LeBlanc
nerf will be
was
interesting. Let's see
pretty
how it
popular
goes, man.
in that tournament as well.
Like, if
A
there's
bit of a
someone I would
taste there
want to
as we
see
can,
on
see
Pantheon,
the
it's Way.
fancy angle here as the archery is happening in this top lane. Shout out to Robin Hood.
Yeah. So
Okay,
does
okay,
it
so they
count
did
as a
lane swap.
If
I called
they're
lane
both still
swap,
just
they did
playing
lane
AD
swap.
carries, you know?
This is just like season 1 mid lane. As Mako not going to quite find the anchor.
Dude, this actually is going to super duper cement my Unk status. But I want to go back even before season 1.
Yep.
Oh,
I
God.
played with COG in WCG in 2010, the first international
Was that the one where
tournament.
the internet
We
didn't
had
work?
Big Fat GG,
Yeah.
and we played Ashe mid and we played Ashe top.
Oh
but
my
honestly,
god.
More fun stuff here is going to be like rookie Silas versus Faker
For
LeBlanc in mid lane.
fucking Kobe is
Stutter
so
steps going
old.
on as well.
I say as I'm like
And this is
probably
gonna be the
older than
supports
Kobe.
Opening up their roams. So remember,
I might
4-minute
actually be
timer
older than
is
Kobe.
your timer for top
I don't
lane.
know actually.
So
I
the
think
supports
Kobe's
are
in
out
his
here
40s
really
actually.
early.
Never mind.
They, as long as they don't go top though, to trigger the 4-minute.
This is gonna be a
timer.
rough
Like,
matchup for
They didn't
rookie.
change the mid
Like
lane one.
Faker should
Yeah,
win
just the
this.
top
I
lane.
would be shocked
So
if
mid
Faker
lane's
doesn't
fair
win
game,
this.
Alice.
Yep, it's all just
They
fine.
have to do
Right now
something
we're seeing-
special
yeah,
in
it's
order to
just
like
two
save
in mid.
rookie in this matchup.
This is normal.
Varus versus Ashe
Rookie
solo
down
lane
to
is so
about
funny pro
50%,
game.
but,
Exactly,
that's going to
Pacer.
be
Yeah.
the way
I
of
genuinely
Silas
think
in
if you're
this
going to like
lane.
lane swap
As what is
in
happening? Is it,
Worlds,
like,
you
Gumi
should be
usually,
taking
like,
out
teaching
back
the
and
Shy AD
slapped.
carry, or is it TheShy
Now,
teaching Gumi
granted,
top lane?
it's the right
I'm
move
not
here.
entirely sure, and I am.
You don't want to
hesitant
go
guess
fucking Varus
that
into.
it's more
Sorry, you don't want to
TheShy,
go
that's
Orin
able
and
to
Varus.
know what's up, because
Like
this
this is
guy
the smart
also
play,
pioneered
but it is.
the top
he-
lane.
It's so
Alright.
weird
He
to
also
see.
pioneered the Kalista
Figures
in the
that at
top
some point in
lane.
this Worlds.
Not much
Hey,
of a
he'd have to
strength
win this
Only
game
the
and get to
Shy
the next
knows
round,
what
Mr.
the Shy
Haig.
is doing.
I mean, that is not
Pacer, who are you
proven
going
true
for,
today
by the way?
than
Who
any
are
other
you
day.
who are you hoping wins?
Honestly,
All right, Rookie taking so much damage here. As
Rookie,
there's the snap
first
push
blood.
Forward, but it's all a bait.
Never mind.
Baker, can he actually still get the kill as he does?
Never
hit
mind,
the
Rookie
passive
master
drop,
debated.
and that's going to help keep him safe, but Baker still wants to take him down.
Faker is
This
dead.
This is so scary.
Faker's so dead,
Forces
bro.
to try and lock him down. The
Yeah, it's just too much
Not
damage.
enough, and first blood
Holy
to Mako.
shit, they
Honor
actually
is making
baited
his way, and his
Faker?
courier's looking to try and punish
God
this
damn,
Big
you
Daddy as he
never
makes his
see
way
that.
out, gets himself another round of shielding.
Holy.
Oh my goodness, Mako, you monster!
on the 10-year
Mako
anniversary,
hard
went
carried
from
that, bro.
EDG to actually defeat it. Wait a second, he's right back. More action.
Yep, more chains
But-
connecting. I mean, there are chains all over the place.
Baker
There's even
wants
a chain
more,
on
man.
the end of that anchor as well, as now Rookie's going to get pushed out of this lane.
Rookie got
Barrier
hard
comes on over to say
save,
no more
bro.
funny business, but I don't
IG,
think that's going to
they're
deter
they
anyone.
play
Today
chaotic
has
fuck,
been
that's
all
fair.
about funny
That's fair.
business. Kobe?
I mean,
Literally
dude,
himself.
did you watch game
Ends up
one,
getting the
Pacer?
kill on the
We
Faker's
watch every
LeBlanc
game,
this
by the way.
time around.
I'll put all the games up
Absolute
on YouTube, so
insanity
keep an
going
eye out for
on.
that. But
Let's have a
if
look
you
at it
haven't watched
more
game
time
one,
here, as this looked like Rookie
watching
was
the
dead.
Shy
Yeah, it looked like a kill
flow,
angle to Faker as well.
You're like,
I mean, honestly, to me too. So
oh
let's
my
take a look
god,
at this.
bro. He's
Hit
playing
the
Faker's
Q
out.
as
Dark
Rookie was
Storm,
coming
we
in,
watched
hit
the
the
entire
chain.
series
That
so
was
far,
nice as he was going back to the
bro.
minions. Stays in
How you
range
doing,
to
Dark?
tether it.
You
Get
missed
the
some
lock.
bangers.
Slayer, both layered on top of each
Yeah.
other to make sure the Rookie
Dude,
survives.
Mako
keeps Rookie
with the
alive, and then Mako finishes the
lockdown,
job.
with the fucking
'em
anchors.
Oh man, look at this. Holds the flash for such a long
Mako
time as well, and
saved the
Carrier
fucking
even tried
game.
to make it as
The heal was clutch,
impossible
yeah, dude.
as he could
Everything
to
was
click
clutch on
Faker.
Mako.
As
Mako
Danny's
might
using
be their
his
best
mind,
player,
as
bro.
we can
Like,
see.
He's having
genuinely.
fun. Everyone's having fun.
Mako
watching
is
this series. This series
insane.
is crazy.
He's saved
distortion over the
like
wall here from
so
Faker.
many
Snap
so
back
many
if he would
games
like to.
this series.
But Owner also lying in wait.
Dark Storm, how you
Charge
doing,
gonna come
buddy?
on through here, but
How you
Goshi not
doing?
too worried about the minefield that has
Have you been
been
watching
put
all the games,
down.
Dark Storm?
Throws out
We've
the
been watching them live. I might watch much more of the World's games live, bro. I'm watching, just doing my own thing. I got you.
Yeah, this is not
Well,
going to be
hey,
fun.
if you want to watch with us, buddy, we will probably be watching it tomorrow, day after, and day after as well. I'm enjoying watching with you guys.
As Way looking to keep things interesting as well. He's on top of a
I think it'll depend on what games are being played.
Is going to be T1 just playing defensively, and will be okay. Faker dashes forward, and Rookie is looking a little worse for wear. But after what happened in the early stages, I don't think they're going to overcommit for that.
Faker is probably feeling the sting right now, man. But he's got strong
swap was only going to be early stuff, but man,
that was tragic, dude.
Around that mid lane.
That was tragic. They almost had first blood there.
At least our bottom laners have finally met back up.
X splash. She does move far enough away to keep himself fully safe.
Knock hitting 6. Yeah, we'll see.
Going to sort of relax itself, right?
We will see. It's definitely not going to be like an NA Nocturne, that's true.
Who have benefited from this early game, that first blood.
Faker doesn't look too good this series outside the 2 plays. I think Faker's looked okay. He is getting caught more often than I'm used to. That's for sure. But like, I mean, he's definitely not looking like prime Faker. But I don't think he's looking bad.
Neither of them with flashes does make me think Jungler's Paradise. We've got level 6 Nocturne. And Wei is a bit behind,
and level
so
6 Pantheon.
Take a bit more for Pantheon to get level 6 and get that global threat as well.
Yeah.
But we are about to enter the jungle paradise of level 6s. Just fire off those ultimates. Go grab your kills.
Yeah.
We have no flashes on the mid laners.
Yeah. Faker has been killing it in team fights. Faker's Annie was actually really fucking good. Like, considering like Annie is such an easy dog shit champion, he did a really good job. He did exactly what he needed to do with the Annie game.
So he's not going to be able to teleport his way around the map. Mako is going to be so lucky. We'll see whether Carrier can get the value out of the area that he's looking for.
Okay, let's see.
Being able to have that added utility. Kimishi back up towards the top side now, once again.
Nock is level 6, yep. Panth is level 6 as well. I mean, if I was Pantheon in this matchup as a jungler, I would want to like try to ult in on whatever I think is going to be ulted. It would have to be a blind ult with Nocturne blind, but you know, I would still chance it.
I think that's what we were supposed to do today. I think that's what today is about.
Yeah, we were just it was unbroadcast, right?
Today,
so we're allowed.
Today is history day.
Well, there is that distortion being utilized. It's a fair bit of damage, but now everyone is being caught.
Everyone is mid.
Rookie into the ground.
Fucking everyone is mid except Varus.
Should come on through for T1 afterwards as well, but man,
that is hilarious.
As Rookie is just dead.
That's everyone who has an ult used their ult on Rookie. Carrier didn't because he's only level 4, but everybody else.
I don't know why they're not fighting
this. He pressed R. He pressed R for sure. He's with you.
I don't know why they gave up the grubs, guys.
But it will still be IG.
Like, what the fuck? Why would they give up the grubs here?
Press as many R buttons to take 2 of these grubs. One of them did go over to T1. As a result,
I think that was a blunder. They should have taken the grubs.
But it's not enough to get the gold lead completely back in the hands of T1. Instead, things are just basically...
T1 said, fuck you, Rookie. Yeah, exactly.
The Avengers assembled around mid lane to take down Rookie to even it up 1-1.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the Thunderbirds that were going to be the second round of Avengers, but no. Apparently, it's just T1.
Sent all the ults? Yeah.
Well...
I mean, they had enough base damage that they could have, like, you know, their health bars were full and everything. I don't know. I don't know.
Getting the double grubs. Another lock in here. Faker continues to apply some pressure, going for the trades, but you don't get the Void Mite.
But hey, CapCorgi ain't on T1, you know?
Little Voidlings or whatever.
Yep.
Scare the Shy's aura? I guess so. No, the Shy was bot lane, dude. Pacer, that's what I mean.
I think T1
he was shown on ward, so they knew where he was. There was no way Shy could get there.
Also invest in the early heal cutting here against Rookie in this lane.
To be fair, he did have tele,
so
but
many
I don't know.
uses of the Kingmaker.
A statement more than a gank? Yeah, maybe.
Yep.
That was very effective heal early on in that early trade.
I also feel like there might be a Sundered Sky coming in, and that may be even the bigger issue. As here's the kitchen
cinematic version.
Yep, just everyone just piling in.
Ultimate, they all collide at the
beat
same
the fuck out of him.
Honestly, kind of impressive that Faker still was able to get the last hit of the kill with everything just
it's pretty impressive.
At the same
time.
Faker wanted that money.
That just landed on him.
Faker was like, "Bitch, give me my money."
With Rookie. That's one of those times where
it's like every year after the season is done, he renegotiates his contract with T1.
Like, what was the actual time difference?
I bet he's making like millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Visitors?
Well, he is also going to call in his friends,
shit! Doran got giga
position, still able to get a kill on a Maker who unfortunately had turret aggro in that play.
Huge
so
Nocturne
1-for-1 will be the result, but TheShy able to push this wave in. And also possibly put some pressure on this turret.
I don't think Nocturne can stay top.
Going to move on over.
Yeah, he has to. There's no way.
So that's all she wrote for T1's defense, and that should be first turret going over to IG.
That was really nice.
Ziggs can pop
Owner,
it.
You know, lays down the Q right before he arrives with his ultimate, and with the
that first turret
damage
on Ziggs is crazy.
Ends up being a 1-for-1.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
On Doran. Doran, though, of course, is suffering significantly with the TheShy here having his Varus top. Pretty good CS numbers for himself, but he teleports right back out. Gala down here to the bottom side.
Yeah, this could have been a cool matchup with Doran versus, like, you know, either the Sylas or the Pantheon, but they fucking went range top, bro.
Doran can't come, though. This is 4v5, guaranteed.
Yep, Wei couldn't get on in there as the flash is going to be employed. Depth charge comes down.
They really don't want to fight this.
Distance, and all the buttons go entirely wide.
Yeah, they know Doran's teleport's down. They knew it was going to be a 45 no matter what.
Left confused with no T1 to fight. Unless
they found some.
Yeah, they do find
just chase them a little more.
T1s to fight, though. Gala is hitting a turret.
Ziggs might get another turret here if they're able to push hard enough.
Try and defend this. Right
T1 has to push us back out.
Got Rookie moving towards the top side, and T1.
They don't want to lose that much gold and that many plates.
Some of the extra plates that have come on in.
Okay, so Gala getting some more turret damage there, some more advantage, turret plate money for
Nocturne needs some base. Yeah, exactly.
Having opened up the map on the top side as well after their dive situation.
He's going to probably clear bot side and then
base. A little bit more worried. You know, we mentioned with the Pantheon ult and the Ziggs ultimate, you have a decent amount of global on that side too. It's not just that they have to play into Nocturne ultimate.
If that was him, it'd be a waste to not clear and then go B.
There's also Blade the Room completed here from the TheShy.
I'm not that good.
And oftentimes the Ziggs composition.
I do greed for gold regularly.
They won't have the same level of consistent damage. They won't have the same.
Yeah. Okay. So he is finishing bot side.
Like this. When you've got.
Yeah. Now he's going B. Yep.
On your team anyway. I mean, it's just.
He can probably finish Summer Sky here.
Regular composition. And so they're not going to run into any of those issues in this particular game.
Oh, no, he went for the ult item. The one where you ult and then you get like a massive like stat boost.
Never does crazy stuff.
Yeah, no, surely we can rely on that. It's going to be absolutely fine. Hawkshot going to give some vision over to T1.
Varus is vulnerable.
As Gala takes some damage from the volley. Double flash employed. Mega Inferno Bomb goes down. There's a Grand Starfall, but the instant wild growth is
that was a really good Lulu ult.
But still Owner is taking so much damage. The flash from Rookie. He's able to
shut it down,
and now TheShy.
There it is.
Doran. He's tanking up the turret, and he's happy to do so.
Dude, IG is winning on all parts.
They slam T1 on multiple fronts.
On all parts of the map.
They want to send us to Silver Scrapes. They want to send us to a 5th game,
Yep.
Alice.
We might be hearing Silver Scrapes
real
soon,
boys. They keep playing
like
this as IG now looking to take more plates. It is
IG has the easier team comp as well, Mr. Hay. They keep picking the easier team comp to play. And T1 keeps picking the much more complicated team comp, man. It's crazy. And the fact that like T1 won with the harder team comps is also like, you know, a vote in their favor. But holy shit, man. They're not making it easy for themselves.
No hesitation.
They have another mode?
Yeah, they immediately throw these semi-global ults that we're kind of trying to hype up. You know, they get the double flashes out of the T1 bottom lane.
Oh, Faker wanted the turret so badly, bro. He wanted the turret so badly.
A little bit of damage.
Get back in there.
I respect it. I respect it.
Click on that thing. What is that? Yeah, okay.
There it is. There it is.
So it does take a turret shot, but that is fine. We'll be able to claim
Bro's about to get stunned in the turret, man. He wanted it so bad. He was risking it. He was greeding a little bit.
You know, the
I respect it.
The Lulu here, no flashes now on either of them. Really big stuff. Mako forces them initially, then they have the follow-up. They got the Ziggs ultimate, the Pantheon ultimate, and Rookie flanking through. So even though Owner tried to cover with darkness,
not bad, man.
Flash under tower, and then TheShy takes care of Doran himself.
Doran also threw the wrong direction.
Yeah, Doran was like,
yeah, I don't know what Doran was doing there, bro.
Yeah, he's like, save yourself, Ram friend.
I'm getting out of here.
I think he did that to like make space to try to get more into turret. I don't agree with it, but I think that's what he was doing.
Already dead. Owner able to put himself in a great position though, as the Pantheon will be
big turn with the Pantheon.
On the top side
but you know, we have another dead. Yuma's dead.
He's taken out, but it's a 1-for-1, and now it's T1.
No, it's 2-for-1.
To fight back this time. The Ram is going to connect as the Ziggs.
No, sorry, 3-for-2 now. Jesus. Okay.
Burns to death as Owner's as Red Buff gets it done now. Mako.
Hey,
not
this
gonna
is
be
a
able to
big
do
turn.
anything. The anchor is cute, but I think that Faker will be able to finish this one off. And
There it is.
T1,
There it is.
they're
Faker's not
gonna
going
be
to
able
fuck
to
that
fight
one
back.
up, bro.
Atlas, this is peak League of Legends right here,
Sure,
baby.
it's not
Good
ping
fucking
pong,
game.
Kobe. This is
Good
just battle
fucking
like
game.
One person
The
wins,
entire
once he
series
wins,
has been
the
good.
next person
Holy
wins
shit.
right back.
Okay, so immediately right on the
Shy-
Carrier
Shy
and
did that?
Guma, and they couldn't even decide.
What a
you know,
shocker
okay,
that
fine,
Shy
we get the
did.
Carrier, but then
What
Nocturne,
an absolute
Darkness does so
shocker.
much work here.
Who
Because
could
they
have
don't actually
foreseen
have
this
vision, they're
crazy
able to get
turn
the
of
shutdown.
events,
T1
boys?
kites backwards. We're back to action, baby.
Yep. Carrier
Wei wants
just
it,
out of
man.
the
Wei
dead
can get it.
chamber
Wei's
and
got
might
it.
just be
Wei's
put
got it.
back
There's
in,
no way
and
Wei
here's
doesn't
the
have
Glitter
that.
Lance, not quite enough, and
Yeah.
Wei will be able to put him down.
That's
Faker
easy pickings for
looking
Wei.
for a bit of a recall here, but Rookie might be able to find him. Faker able to
Did
dodge
Wei
his
ult
way
for that?
out and will be able to keep himself
I
safe.
can't tell
But
from
still,
the UI.
Rookie's denying the back angle.
Oh, he did.
And
He did.
it's
I just
more
saw where
turrets
the
going
ults
down
are.
for the Ziggs. Man, I'm looking over here. I can see Orcs.
Oh, they're going for the
Just off to
Shy.
my left as they are looking for the Shy. Can they find the fear? And they will be able
This
to
is
do
why I was
so.
worried about the
This
Shy
time,
playing Varus
The Shy
top,
doesn't
bro.
have a lot of that funny business
This is why.
available. He's doing a lot of damage, and now the
He
cavalry
did
is
chunk
going
them,
to come in
but
as he bought enough
Shy will
time
get
to
caught
allow
on
IG to
Varus like
capitalize
15
on this one.
times.
As Paranoia just to buy the space.
That's the
And
problem.
we'll see whether it works. He looks to turn it. They take it.
Holy, what some damage there, Nocturne. God damn.
Through it all, and Wei is going to
Owner
fall at the
did
same
some
time. The
work,
knock on
bro.
Mako, he's dead at T1.
Owner did some
oh
fucking
my God,
work.
Owner, you are an absolute
Owner is him?
gem.
Yeah.
Holy
Is he even playing AP?
Owner does not
I don't
run
think so.
away,
Dude,
Atlas.
I'm not sure.
He
I'll have to
turns
look at the
around,
items,
he
but I
goes
don't think he's
right
playing
back
AP.
in. He lives in addition to getting all the kills. That is insanity.
Yeah, he
from
went Blade
T1.
the Room King first
My
item.
goodness.
What a surprise
And now
T1's winning.
the
Yeah,
Dragon
exactly.
going to be secured here. That is going to be the second going over to T1. Our soul
Hey, I
to
had
the
T1.
mountain
I had
yet
T1.
Again. And let's have a look at this one more time because, man, the Shy going down, that was
By
understandable.
the way,
but he
look
did
at the
buy a
vision on
lot
the
of
map.
time, and it looked pretty decent,
Shy
honestly,
did not
for
have
IG.
any
and Owner
vision.
flashed to start this
Any
play.
vision.
So we start the play, seeing
None
his
in
flash, so he's not
Tri-Brush,
gonna have flash
none
for later
on,
for
you know,
escaping.
river,
so,
nothing.
IG, they're like, all right, we're coming down the river. We'll go for Duran first, then the darkness. And he, all right. I was
This-
like,
this
maybe
reminds
he'll
me of
run away
solo
with it.
queue.
But no, he goes
Someone
right
going
back
fucking
in on
Varus
the stun
top lane,
timer.
zero
he has
vision.
the spell shield. He gets the extra healing. He stays alive with the passive healing.
Yeah,
with the
passive heal
conquer
plus Brian
stacking.
Field.
The Umbral Blades. Just getting all of that health back, but man, Owner,
Smart play by T1.
zero fear in that moment. I think he thought that he was going to die. He's like, well, let's send it. Saw the arrow come in, and
You need to have the
just
Panther
launched
6
himself
ult
like
there,
a
and they
missile
have a
into
cooldown.
IG.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, who's
Even
collapsing on
surviving
who?
at the end is absurd because, like, you just get the paranoia damage down, your job is done. Great play. The fact that he lived is just absurd. As the Shy has killed a lot of minions, as we're seeing here. The Rift Herald
Owner is
going
getting
to be
fat.
employed in the mid lane.
At some point, he's going to be strong enough that he can all in, and he won't even fucking die.
As the
Or get
Ram
close.
looking for the knock-up will be able to find it. The arrow from downtown!
Dude,
Chaos from
that
Guminucci, and
Ash
Baker's
arrow
going to
was
close in as
so
well.
fucking
The Ram
good,
Skyball comes in,
man.
the Mega Inferno Bomb, not quite
Owner
enough, as Owner
is
just barely
alive?
missing away. And
He
now the
lives
fight is going
after
to continue.
all
Mako
that.
trying to throw out the CC. The satchel's
And he's
good
gonna
as
farm
Scarlet's bouncing
Krugs.
bombs aren't quite connected.
Bro is greedier
T1
than
still
I
not
am,
able to
man.
quite find the fight, and now the re-engage from
That's
Mako.
hilarious.
He's going to get executed, but Guminucci's the problem. He flashes to create
Guma's
the
fat,
space,
man.
and
He's
Gala,
able to-
they've
he's
been
able to
ignoring
really
him this
pressure
whole
now.
time. Finally, they're going to move over.
Ash is
as he
scaled
runs
officially.
out of mana, takes down Carrier, but he will die.
That's
as
fine,
a
that's still a good
result.
trade.
And Doran and Guminucci
They took
walk
enough
away
off the map that,
victorious.
you know,
And T1 keep up
Ash can
the
farm
pace.
after
They
all of it.
keep
What an
the
arrow, dude, that
pressure
arrow is so
high,
fucking good.
continuing to force
That arrow
another
is so
and another
fucking good.
fight. They see the Shy, they go kill the Shy. Immediate Nocturne ultimate from Owner. He's going sicko mode in this game. Doran is able to hit the ultimate on him, right into the ultimate from Guma as well, and so he's stunned. Owner snipes him with the Q then afterwards. Then they throw the Ziggs ultimate at Owner. Rookie actually steals the Ornn ultimate and isn't able to reactivate it there in
Dude,
the brush.
what a- oh
and
my
so they
God,
don't
man.
finish off Owner.
I
He
don't
goes
see
to
any
live.
way
The
IG
rest of
wins this,
T1
guys.
can push them off. Guma's doing
I don't
so
see
much
the
work here
universe
with
where
the
IG
Ash,
wins. I
helping
don't see
them
the
from
vision.
side. So even when Faker goes down there,
This would
Guma
have to
puts
be
out so
hell
much
of a
damage,
turn,
or
but
Guma
Rookie
usually
isn't
puts
doing
out so much
shit on
damage,
Silas right now.
and keeps them slowed with the Ash.
Nice Ornal Rookie, yeah,
Rookie
exactly.
just couldn't make his way back
I
in
don't
again,
think
so
I don't
Dolan
think
left out
Rookie
to
is
grind.
playing
Now the
well
Otacon
enough right now in
has
Silas to
been
be able to turn
started
this.
by IG. This has been a a point of contention for this team. We'll see whether they can make it
They
work
have
this
lost
time
every
around.
Otacon.
Here in game 4, man, this is feeling like they're throwing the gauntlet.
Every
now
fucking
the
one of them.
comes down. Doran finds a huge knock-up, and the AoE is
Holy, that was a big knockup. Okay.
By T1, and their team
Guma's dead.
is just too good, ladies and gentlemen. Carla keeping himself
They,
alive. But
there's a lot of low health bars.
the
Rookie can clean up
of
here.
all things, but the Otacon
They have to leave.
will
They have to leave the
stay
fight.
up.
Rookie can
And
turn this.
T1
He has such a
did
high health
lose
bar.
in the process. Can Rookie do it? Can he be the hero?
Good, 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 good.
But he cannot.
Faker on the
At
flank,
this
yeah.
moment, still, they saved the Otacon, and that may actually be the biggest deal in this moment.
That is.
They've got a teleport from
Carrier
Doran. They can
wants it
teleport
though,
Doran
man.
back
You
in.
see
Faker
Carrier
and
looking.
Carrier are flanking them.
They know the
There's
tellies can come
teleports
in.
coming in. It's actually answered here by IG as well.
Oh, Carla gets executed. Faker finds him in the brush. He thought he was safe, and honestly, so did we, because there wasn't the vision. As Doran slams
Faker,
his head
you
into the wall,
sly
he is
fox.
so incredibly tanky. The flash out from Carrier to
God
avoid the
damn.
re-engage. As Rookie is doing a fair bit of work. Doran
Faker
doesn't
got
damage
that
himself,
kill
and now
when he was
TheShy
under
has
20%
made his
health,
way
bro.
in. It's another hook connecting, but Owner
Big
is also respawned.
dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doran will be dying
Nocturne ult
in this
too?
fight, but yeah, we have Paranoia
Nocturne,
coming up
Nocturne
very,
does have
very
ult. Yeah,
soon.
Nocturne ult is
And
up.
the Ash Arrow is 8 seconds away. I do not think it's out
If
of
we get
time.
flash there,
Please
they would
let
have
me
been
breathe.
chopped. Yeah, but
No
Rookie didn't
way,
have flash.
buddy. Let's keep the action going. T1, they approach.
Oh,
They
yeah.
fire.
That's a good ult. They want in.
She's going to find
Silence
him.
is gone.
He's going to get punished once again. It's
Rookie-
being a brush.
Rookie greeted
It's going to
so
be their
hard going B
downfall,
here.
and it's
He
Carrier that's
hard
able to get
greeted.
the last hit, but Gumayushi is kiting.
Dude, Rookie
like
threw that
a
shit,
madman.
man.
Another
Rookie
wild
threw that
growth.
shit so
and
hard.
T1, it feels like the same team fight that they won before.
He knew they knew.
Well, they're going to go win
And
it
he
again.
fucking
That
went
was
there
all
anyways.
one team fight right there, Atlas. They continue
Oh
it.
my
The
God,
R1s come
dude.
back up. They immediately press them.
I
They
can't
find the
believe Rookie
engage.
did
Guma
that.
here with the Ash Arrow re-engages, sets it up in the Otacon.
IG
This
just
time
throws
will be the
so
final
much, bro.
prize.
They're
They
gonna
just
be able to
throw
pick it
so
up here.
much.
It's 23 kills
They
to
make
13.
so many
I
huge
like those
plays and then
numbers.
they
Oh,
fucking
it's
throw.
absolutely ridiculous. A bloodbath here in our game number 4
Fun to
between T1
watch.
and IG, but IG are circling the
God damn.
drain now, and this is where they need to
This
get
is
it
why I don't see
together
the
if
vision
we
of them
wanna see
winning.
the silver scrapes. And that's also Soul Point on the board as well. Mountain Soul will make this
Owner
so
Nocturne
tanky.
is
Let's see
cooking this
this one
game.
as-
Oh, dude,
yeah,
Owner
he
is
wants to go
so
walk
good,
into the
man.
brush.
He's like
Owner
six
is
only red
so
bottles
good.
quickly.
He's so
Yeah.
consistent. Like,
Oh,
as a
man.
jungler
Beautifully
main,
played, though.
Mr.
It's
Hay,
exactly what a
Owner
LeBlanc
is like
built
fucking
to do.
cute, dude. Owner is so.
Okay, so then here we go. Hawk shot from Guma sets him up.
His
Throw down the blue
his
trinket, hits him with
decision
the
making
Ash
was
Arrow.
great.
We already
Like
talked
watching
about
him
Owner
play
was
Jin
ready with the
Zhao
Nocturne
versus
ultimate.
the
Even though he
scaling
goes
comp
down
where he
this
had to
time
play
around,
perfectly in order to win his Jin Zhao.
successful
Dude, that was
re-engage.
such a
Picture in
fucking
picture will
treat,
show
man.
that they are
That
getting
was
another
such a treat.
objective.
Yep.
But don't let that distract you from the next fight.
As a jungle
Because
man,
we're
I was
hurt.
watching that. I'm
And
like,
it could be anyway.
that's
This
some
is the
good
thing, I'm
eating.
not convinced
That's
that
some
T1's going to win this
good
game
eating.
yet. Right now, everything is pointing towards that being the likely outcome. But you best believe
They're
I
pinging
will not
another
be
fight,
baited
baby.
into
Guma!
expecting something. As the arrow is going
He
to
just stopped the
stop
B
back
there.
from
That was
Wei.
that was
And
that
now
was
he's
to stop the
trapped.
B so they
He's
could
not
get
going
the
to be able
gank.
to escape. He doesn't have the
Smart
grand
play.
stop ball, and now
This is a
the
simple play,
jungler
though.
is going to be dead at 23 minutes and
Yep.
50 seconds in the game. The Baron is up in a minute's time.
They could Baron here.
And Wei is not going to be able to get into position to try and get
Angry,
Vision
good
out.
morning to you,
Is
my
Guma
friend. We're
Hawkeye? Has he
watching
missed
the
Ash arrows
Pro
ever? He's
League
channeling
of
praise.
Worlds,
There's
my
so
friend.
many of them. Yeah,
How
that
are
that
you?
was definitely a close one to a.
I hope you're doing
Pantheon
amazingly. The
channeling
lovely
the
Angry
ultimate there
Pixels.
in the spot.
How was your night, my
The
friend?
Ash
How
Arrow
was your
finds
sleep?
Another one. So many of them this game, but T1 now will
hope
continue
it
to
was
push
wonderful.
afterwards. So
Yep.
they
Yeah,
don't
it's
see
all
any
right.
more champions on screen. So let's
Tell
kill
us
some
all
towers.
the good stuff.
We'll see
Who's
whether
wondering?
The champions will come on screen,
Honestly,
because
I
then,
think T1 wins the
T1
series here.
will try to kill them.
Right now, it's 2
That
games
is
to
going be
1.
what happens right now.
T1 is
Gala
ahead
does
in
have a
this.
massive
I
amount of
think
weight
they're
for it.
going to
So
win the
that
third
Baron
one.
that I was talking about before, in 25
well, the fourth
seconds
game, but
time,
their third game out
that
of
is going to be
the
required
5.
if they want to break open the space of IG.
Can we crowdsource like what?
I
is
don't
the
see a
highest
way
kills per
that
minute
IG
of
comes
an
back from this,
international
genuinely.
game? Because this has got to be up there.
I mean,
man.
T1
This
are
is-
almost at a kill a minute
this-
as the team.
Yeah,
Like,
this
T1
wonderful.
is
This
playing so clean
absolute,
right
like,
now.
This pace is crazy.
A couple of them are overstaying
I
a
hope that
little
we're
bit
setting
here and there,
records
but
here,
like,
'cause it feels
you know,
like,
they have the
at
orange scaling.
least getting
They
close.
have like
Yep, I hope so.
a
And they're gonna have to
relatively
keep it up as
easy
the
team
Baron
comp to
is
do
going
now.
to spawn, as we were talking about. And
Various
IG, they
items
need
and
to
then
try
Ash.
and get into this darkness and make
Yeah,
something
exactly,
happen. But the
dude.
vision control,
Exactly.
just from the champions of
The
T1
game's cooked?
is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
game's cooked.
Hawkshot
Yeah.
and
Game's cooked. pick.
annoying. Not only
I'm calling it now. T1 wins this.
They take it away from you.
T1 wins this. There's no way they lose this
have
shit.
absolutely every
Which is good for me because I couldn't stay up for another game.
Get all the way around this map to wherever he
Bro,
needs
I gotta
to
go
be
to sleep.
Clear out these pink wards if he would like to.
And that's a
T1 win this fucking game and series. I go to sleep, bro.
Luxury of controlling
Holy
so
shit.
much vision. You're a trickster. You're the
Coalescent,
first
how's your
stage
night?
that wants to go for
Hangry, how's your
distortion
night?
Combos.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Capitalize on
Thank you for
information.
hopping on in.
Way better than any
I'll
other
put all
champion.
these games on YouTube, by the way, Coalescent and Hangry, so do
IG.
not worry. If you want to watch these
Grouping up,
games
getting
from the
themselves in there,
beginning,
the flash in
we've
from
been
Mako
watching this
does trigger the
from
flash
the
out from
beginning.
Carrier.
All right, IG, can they... Last
I
time
like
they...
the mindset of Mako. He has just gone for every flash angle that he can possibly find.
Especially when he's looking for Guma or Carrier, you know, trying to kill those two specifically. Let's see if they can actually do that one more time and actually take down Carrier, punish the no flash.
That was a really, really on the money
Distorts his way back
magic
again.
shield
The knockup going to go
from
wide
Nocturne.
from Doran, who flashes away. Now the Ram is going to show his teeth, but that's a
He missed it, dude. Doran whiffed the ult completely. But they're so far ahead. It doesn't matter. They're just meatballing.
Is this Nocturne still alive? Owner, you absolute monster. The inner turret's going to go
What do you mean,
down.
Owner?
This
Owner
is the
didn't
end
live
of
because of
IG
Owner there.
T1.
Owner lived because
Putting the
everyone
end to the
followed up.
LPL has started early
Lulu
this
shield,
world.
Lulu ult, dude, everything else. Rookie once again missing the Ornal. Yeah. Well, Rookie missed the Ornal, but like also Doran missed the Ornal, bro. Orin missed his actual ult. It's game, boys. Who called it? Who called it?
Well,
I should have done pick'ems, guys. I should have done pick'ems. I didn't do pick'ems.
And to be honest, this whole series was far more than I was expecting.
This was a good series,
My
though.
goodness,
this series was
They
fucking
found
good.
so many great angles in the first few games.
It's
and
crazy
I can
that
already see
IG
it, you
playing
know,
this
if
well, and they were
only
playing well.
we had been able to
They
close
were
out
ahead
game
in
one,
like
right?
2 of the games as
IG
well that they
definitely gonna have
lost.
regrets
Like they
about
were
the early
super,
games
super
in
far
the
ahead.
series.
But considering how
T1,
far ahead that they were, and how well they played, especially for the early games, dude, what the fuck? They're not able to go further in the thing. They're gone. Play-ins are this round of play-ins is done.
Supermassive versus.
Where did NA get the season? Bro, I've not been paying any attention to this game, so sorry, my friend. I'll be watching more Pro League, though, on stream with you. So if you want to hang out, keep your notifications on TheShy. We're on every single night. I'll be live tomorrow for Worlds as well, so do not worry, do not worry. And how are you doing tonight? And I will be putting these games and my discussion for the World song up on YouTube.
There's not often that much action, as unfortunately we'll have to say goodbye to IG.
Diddles is happy because the Varus top lost.
This is how it all shook out.
And you know, I
agree.
agree. I wanted to see TheShy play like Pantheon or Silas into Ornn and make it a skill matchup, but he fucking played range top.
For the rest of the world.
More like
this is amazing.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a Vayne top. Yeah, that's true.
Baker's got a mic in his hands. I believe we are getting
There's an
some
AD
more
Varus
set up as well, some possibilities. And T1, people were wondering.
And this is the part I was worried about with AD Varus. He didn't ward. He was pushing in without wards. He got caught out like 3 times.
I mean, they
that
took
game.
some time in this series.
Got completely caught out, made the game a 4v5.
Because the final test being the zigs that
like TheShy threw that
shoulder,
last game, guys.
And being able to finally
and I love TheShy.
As since split 3 being 0-5 against the champion hasn't been the best for them.
Is there more games?
Just insane play.
Does anyone know if there's any more
well,
games scheduled for tonight or what?
Being able to be the first one to get a kill onto Faker.
Yeah, on the
I mean, you felt the prominence immediately. Yeah. And it kind of echoed around this stadium as well. The
I don't know
fact
if they're
that
going
he
to
was
show
able
any
to do it here, 10 years separated, after being on the team that was
drop?
able to serve
where
his
do we get
first
the
loss
drop?
on that champion.
How do we do the
wasn't
drop
enough
here?
to actually win them the series.
This
isn't the one, right?
I don't know how this works.
Yeah. We get the cinematic. Oh,
wait,
this
I do
is all the
pick'ems?
ultimates at the same time. That was all of the R's buttons pressed from T1 simultaneously to take down Rookie in the mid lane.
View picks.
Some of the highlights from this series.
So I can do knockout stage pick'ems, but I can't do assist stage.
Is incredible.
So on the 14th, chat, someone in chat, make it your job to remind me to do pick'ems
T1
for knockout stage. I'll do it for the knockout stage.
The owner living here was just not allowed.
Check Crystal Ball.
Both down, still
I don't know what the fuck that means.
And the pace just continued. I mean, you're
That's
talking
it
about
for
highlight
today?
reels.
Okay.
Like, if they made a highlight reel of this game,
Top
there was
right.
so little downtime between fights.
Play Crystal Ball.
They would only have to really cut out a tiny bit of the beginning of the game.
So stage
and just kind of
tomorrow?
then roll
Okay.
the rest of the game. Is all.
And I'm just really
time.
glad that
Dids, nothing loaded.
I can confirm that Dracos and Hysterics arrived yesterday. So I'm going to need a break after this series, man. It's just a lot of yelling.
Nothing is loading.
Because these guys would not stop fighting one another. And
it's
for a
like
very long
stats?
time. They can be methodical. But we know that they do not.
Yeah, nothing loaded with the crystal ball. Maybe you suck. That's true.
Almost
it's a good
an
point.
Incredible turnaround. The fact that TheShy was able to get the arm guard off, you know, keep himself out of harm's way, dodging a lot of CC. It just wasn't enough when the wallets were this heavy.
Yeah.
Dude, the big turn, honestly, was the beginning of the game.
Your question of
because they actually fucking master debated Faker. They masturbated Faker. They actually got first blood on Faker.
Good on it.
And they could have, like, I don't know. I think I would have kept the pressure on Faker mid. And like, really forced that. Because Silas was a non-factor that entire game.
In the first couple of games in this series, you know, even though they did lose the first
stats,
one, they looked really good.
That's cool. I'm glad that they added that. I have no idea. I didn't use it before.
Game 2 actually taking
this is the first time I've ever watched like Pro League on stream.
It did feel a little bit like
I hope you guys liked it. What do you guys think of watching Pro League? Do you guys want to see more? If you guys want to see more, I'll do more. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know what you thought in the comments below. First series I ever watched on stream live. I've watched a lot off stream.
Right?
But
I hope
you had fun. Hope you guys liked my comments. Do you guys like my input? Do you guys dislike it? What do you guys think of my picks, my thoughts, you know, predictions, all that? I try to give my input as someone who's played League since the beginning of League, being an old man.
Thank you very much, and I'm here joined by Carria. Congratulations on the win.
Enjoyed watching
happy
Worlds?
birthday.
Hell yeah.
생일 정말 축하드리고요. 승리도 축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
So you had your birthday on such an important game day, and you managed to get the win.
You like watching pro play a lot more than actually playing the game? I got you. Well, Stage Guy, keep an eye out for the YouTube, my friend. Be sure to give a like and a comment whenever you watch it. Because, you know, League content on my channel doesn't do very well at all. So it'll help give it a little boost in the algorithm.
집으로 바로 안 돌아가서 다행인 것 같습니다.
Can't play later so bad. We actually played 2 ranked games, Mr. Haig, while we were waiting for Worlds to start. And we were kicking ass, bro. We played an 80 Udyr and an AP Udyr. And we fucking
today, well, it was a do or die match for both teams.
The second game, we were actually really far behind, but we were able to like just big brain the entire game.
The fate of
we actually
both
played
teams.
really well.
So how did you mentally prepare for this intense playing
Watch
stage?
the interview.
오늘 사실은 정말 걸린 게 많았고
We'll end after the
단
interview.
한 판의 다전제로 5세트 다전제로 결정되는 그런 플레인 스테이지였는데요.
Jace is
멘탈적으로는
meta?
어떻게
Well,
준비하셨는지
Jace becomes meta like once every couple of years, so
토너먼트가
that could mean
진행되면
anything,
따라서
Mr.
폼을
Haig. I'm not gonna
끌어올리는데
lie.
어떤 식으로 준비하셨는지
Like randomly, they'll just
궁금합니다.
buff Jace to the point that he becomes way too strong to
진행할
split push.
때는 좀 지더라도 좀 발전할.
Like I'm pretty sure Jace right now is pretty strong, unless they nerfed him recently. But like,
대회를 진행했던 것 같은데.
I remember like 3 months ago, he's being played a
여지도
lot.
없이 지면은 끝이기
in high
때문에
elo.
좀 예.
Singe
토너먼트
nerf.
이제
Singe
저랑
deserves a nerf. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
대회
I say it with love.
준비했던 것 같아요.
Yeah, well, when we originally play, you know, Swiss stage in the past Worlds, it was more like if we, you know, drop a game or two, if we make some mistakes, there's always room to improve and room to make it up for it. But this time, it was a do or die. There's no room
elimination.
for mistakes. So we kind of approached this playing stage match as a knockout stage match, just like quarters or semifinals.
Which they should, because it is.
And although today was a 3-1 victory, every game was so intense. It was team fight after team fight.
Yeah,
well,
this game
LPL
was
teams,
crazy.
Especially IG, are known to, you know, be really good at team fights. But today it was just a team fight masterclass.
This is a really fun series to watch. Even with the lane swaps, they were still team fighting all the time. Massive love to IG and P1 for not being pussies this stage.
IG를 포함한 LPL 팀들이
They
교전이
really
굉장히
played their
좋다고
heart out,
알려져
both of
있는데
them.
오늘은 T1의 교전력이 더 빛났던 것 같습니다. 어떻게 이런 경기력이 나왔나요?
사실 LPL 팀들이 교전이 되게 강하긴 하지만 또 저희 팀 같은 경우에는 또 SK 내에서도 좀 교전이 장점인 팀이라고 생각해서 좀 전 세계 어느 팀이랑 비교해도 교전력 하나는 안 밀린다고 생각하고 있는 것 같아요.
For sure, LPL teams have really good team fighting skills, but I believe T1 is one of the best team fighting teams in the LCK as well.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
You are just
Azir?
as
Okay,
good
that was a
as
while
them,
ago.
so I was pretty confident
like
coming
7
into the
years?
match. And lastly, before we go,
6 years?
any final
Something like
message to all the fans out there? 마지막으로 팬분들께 한 말씀 부탁드립니다.
일단 일단 이렇게 스위스 스테이지로 진행하게
He couldn't think of anything, poor guy.
스위스 스테이지로 가게 됐는데 또
2014. Has Azir been out that long? He might be right, yeah.
우승을 목표로
I have a terrible
최선을
memory when it comes to
다해서
time.
열심히 준비해 보겠습니다.
You
감사합니다.
very well might be right, Mr. Haig.
with this victory, we were able to secure a spot in the Swiss stage, and as T1 always did in the previous Worlds, we will do our best in order to get the trophy in the end. Thank you so much for your support. And that was Carria for the post-match interview, and
Dude,
I'm going to pass it back to
Carria
the analyst desk. Thank you.
hard
And happy
carried
birthday, Carria.
the entire fucking series.
축하드려요.
Like,
you
this
so
was
much,
won
Ji-sun
because of
and
Carria
oh my
and
God,
because
they're
of
sliding
Owner.
away. Oh, the casters
They
are
were
here.
the best
What is
players
going
this
on? We're
series.
bringing the camera
And
back.
it's not even
All right.
close, guys.
It is gonna come back to
Genuinely
us. As
not
we said
even
at the beginning
close.
of the day, there is no Worlds without T1. Wait, you guys are here as well?
Yeah, we
Whoa.
are. You know, we did
Hello.
probably we just didn't want you running the desk. Actually,
Raz was
It's fine.
Raz was a little upset.
Thank you for joining.
He was trying to hide it. He was
Yeah, but you know what?
He was hyped for
You
IG.
stick to it. You didn't flip-flop, and I appreciate you for this, Raz.
I'm learning a lesson. I
Yeah.
should just flip flop now. What am I talking about? I knew what I needed to do, but it is what it is. IG put up a real fight.
Yeah.
IG did put up a fight, man. They were going blow for blow, man. But they just kept throwing.
Yeah, it is brutal
They
to see
could
them go
not
like this
stop
because
throwing.
being completely
I
honest,
love
from what I've seen the
IG,
LPL,
but
from
they
what
could
we've been
not
talking
stop
about as well,
throwing, man.
I did not expect
Live
them
by
to
the
put up such a
blade,
fight.
die by
Let's
the
watch
blade,
it.
to be
Yeah,
fair.
it
But
was
holy
honestly, it was
shit,
really
man.
fierce.
They were
And at
throwing
times
so
I was
hard, brother.
worried for T1.
They were
I
throwing
feel like
so
they really
fucking
ramped
hard,
up over
man.
the course of playing.
Anyways, we don't need to watch these guys yap. That was a great game. That was a great series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What was your favorite play? My favorite play was honestly just Carria Giga chatting. And you could point to like any of 7 different things. But Carria and Owner Giga chatted that entire series. Like, I'm not going to lie. I love Faker. He did great. But, like, you know, he was weaker this series than most. Watching Owner win on Jin Zhao against the scaling comp was so satisfying as a jungler. That was my game. That was my favorite game of the series. Easy. Easy. Rookie getting sent in the last game with all the ults? Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, man. What a crazy match, man. What a crazy fucking match. Holy shit. But if you want to see more Pro League of Legends, some more Worlds on stream and on YouTube, be sure to give this video a like and a sub, share it with your friends, let it play in the background, all that jazz, because that is the only way that I'll be able to, you know, get more awesome content up for you guys. That means the world. Thank you guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Chat, I hope you guys had a lovely time in stream. I love you all so dearly. I'm up way fucking too late. And we're going to call it a night, boys. We're going to call it a night.